We're gone.
Okay, so recording is now kicking in. Roll call. Jadis,
Yep.
Seth,
Oh, hi.
Annie,
Yep, I'm here.
Z Xenia.
Please don't kill me.
You're
All right.
already dead.
Once again, we get the pop-up menu, and when it pops up, you see the four names from before, and then those four names being your four names all flip up. What's called the other way around to show X's, and it just leaves the Rhiannon name there.
Uh-oh.
Rhiannon, you wake up, soft, silky bed, lovely, incredibly gentle cushions. The bed itself seems to bounce a little as you realize that once again you're in a waterbed. And as you open your eyes, you realize you're in a different room than where you last time you were here. This one is a bit more grander, a bit more wider, a bit more open. As you open your eyes and you look about, you can see there are attendants who are standing in place with food and water for you. And they give a short bow and they kneel as they place a plate of what looks like these like shells with water within them, like a liquid, like a really nice looking purpley liquid. It smells really cool actually, and various looking fruits, quite prickly on the outside. Once you cut one of them been cut in half, because the inside is kind of soft. And they've gone. The prince has asked that we bring you breakfast.
What? Uh, I'm sorry, what's going on?
They nod quietly and they slide backwards towards this large grand door, which they say nothing as they walk out of.
What's... oh, this isn't right now. This last thing I remember was people disintegrating and oh god. Where's everyone? She is going to run for the door.
Excellent. You run for the door, you throw them open. As you throw them open, you slam directly into a red Aquiloian, right
Oh,
into his chest. And he holds you and he looks down, and for the first time, you see Narcissus, since the entire incident started. And he looks down and he goes, Rhiannon, Rhiannon, are you okay?
uh, first she looks up, just stunned. Then I think like for a second she just like gives him a hug. Like she puts her arms around him and like puts her head on his chest because it's just like such a relief to see him.
Hmm.
Um,
And he takes you in his arms, and as he holds you, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm so, so sorry. I should never
um,
have left.
I was gonna say at that point, she kind of like stiffens and pulls away from him and just looks furious. She's just, how dare you? And she just shoves him in the chest. Like not super hard, but you know, for
Hmm.
punctuation.
Hmm.
You had no right to come around and make me fall for you, only to tell me you might actually feel the same in a fucking goodbye message while you leave and sacrifice yourself in an attempt to fix something that I caused. Do you even know? Can you even comprehend what that did to me? She's like started crying. We could have tried to find another way first. Together. Over and over I asked you to let me help put things right. You didn't want me to get hurt? Well, I didn't want you to get hurt either. I trusted you. I did everything you ever asked of me, even when that led to you nearly dying. You didn't. You couldn't even believe in me just a little.
I If I'd known it'd cause you this much pain, I never would have done it. If I thought, just even for a moment, that you would feel this bad, I never would have left you. I did what I thought was necessary to save my kingdom, and now I have doomed it to such a degree that I don't know what to do anymore. Especially after yesterday.
What happened?
Rhiannon, I'm really sorry, but everyone's gone. My brother, Rescue, Olivia, even Seth, they're all gone.
What do you mean gone?
The abyss, it took everyone. We're the only ones left.
No,
Rhiannon, I'm
that can't
so
be
sorry.
right.
Rhiannon, please. I'll give you some time alone. I don't know what happened. I don't even know why the abyss came up so much. The sky kept turning grey, and then the next thing I know, it was there. It just seemed to have activated for some reason. I'm so sorry.
No, don't leave me alone.
I won't. And he steps inside the room and he closes the door behind him. And then he hugs you in that spot. Jadis,
Yeah.
what condition do you think he's trying to take away from you?
Oh, that's surprisingly she only has one condition right now.
No, I mean, like, of all the 5 ones, which one do you think he's
Oh.
comforting you the most on?
I feel like afraid or hopeless maybe makes sense.
Pick one.
Let's. Somebody help me out. I don't know. Decisions are really hard.
Angry?
Hopeless, maybe?
Like I said, yeah, it's between afraid or hopeless, and I think hopeless makes the most sense. I don't think he could do anything to make her not feel afraid right now, but like him agreeing to stay, I think helps the hopeless.
For now, if something ticks hopeless, it cannot be tipped.
Oh.
Also, you can no longer use the moves that hopeless was got conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
So
you can no longer unleash your powers.
Oh fuck!
Yo.
Oh.
Ooh.
I should have chosen afraid, y'all.
We pop to the next. We flip again, and this time we cut to a floating, dazed Seth. Seth, what do you look like as an Aquiloian?
Fuck.
They're drawing.
Jellyfish.
I have a not-colored drawing. Where I put it, I don't know.
Overflow?
Let me grab it. I say, totally know where I put it.
Like I said, today's a slightly experimental session. I'm going to try and get all the action in one go. And we'll try not to suck, so bear with me.
There's a bear with you?
Yes, it's right here.
Eat it.
Quiet, bear. And not in a gay bear kind of way either, Rescue. Like an actual physical bear. I can't just eat it.
Then I'm not interested.
Just eat it.
Oh, hold on. Look, there's a gay bear. Woof.
There we go.
Oh god.
But yeah, as for like the fucking color, it's probably just like dark red, I guess.
Cool.
With like a beige underbelly. Yeah, narcissist, but not.
Narcissist, but not.
Narcissist.
Narcissist, but not?
Not sis.
Not sis.
far as the
You
coloring
find
goes.
yourself.
Shut up.
You find yourself
Oh, God.
floating in the water,
I love
and as you open your eyes, you blink sideways. That's the first time you alert yourself that perhaps maybe your body is not what it used to be.
Wait,
You
what is this
look
sideways
about
blink?
and sorry, what was that?
What is a sideways blink?
Instead of your eyes closing downwards, it closes sideways.
Oh Jesus. Okay, that's
Oh.
fun.
Ugh.
Like the necessitating membrane kind of thing.
Yeah, because fish don't really blink. They just re-wet their eyes.
They moisten their eyes.
They moisten their eyes.
Same.
They keep them soft and wet.
Wow.
You for a second you're just floating there, sort of trying to recall and make sense of where it is that you are, and then you realize that you're floating above a building, an actual building underwater.
Okay, yeah, can I look around?
You look around, and the first thing you notice is that there's light coming from above you, and you look up. And as you look up, you can see the abyss in the form of the Aurora Borealis shining above you and around you in what looks like a smaller, secluded bubble. Almost like you're trapped in this weird blue. It's no longer purple, it's now blue bubble that surrounds you with the Aurora Borealis shining beneath. It's almost like you've gone, because the Aurora Borealis in Montreal was basically like a river below at the very lower levels, whereas this looks like it's above you in a really strange, odd way. And as you look about, you can see what looks like the ruins of a sunken city.
Oh, and no one else is here.
Not at the moment,
Literally
no.
no one. Okay.
But you notice as you do so, there's a figure floating a little bit further away from the water. You can't see it well.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if I see someone, then I'll go, try to, get closer.
So, your body is not what you're used to. You can't swim like you would normally swim. So moving is a little bit harder than you thought. You try like bloop bloop to get over there as best you can. Unleash your powers.
Oh God.
It's like a
Okay,
puppy learning to walk and crashing into everything.
Aww.
Alright. Oh fuck, my character should
Oh, it's like-
Oh, baby.
Oh great, my freak is terrible. Wait, do I have angry marked? I totally do. Okay, excellent.
It's hopeless that you need that marked with penalize unleash your powers.
Mhm.
Oh no, because I have the +1 from being angry.
Oh yeah, from that. Yeah, from that.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think at that he like flips out a little
Mm-hmm.
for like probably like 5 minutes or something. Then he's like, yeah, you know what? Let's think about that later.
Remember, everyone, I can't actually see your rolls, so I need you to tell me what
it's
it
a
is.
9. Sorry.
Yeah.
So 9. Okay, gotcha. Did you mark it? Did you mark condition,
Oh.
or did you make temper
Or
unstable?
It can be temper. I'm just fucking swimming.
All right. So you bloop 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 your way over. You're like desperately trying to get over there. You're trying to move. You're like upside down for a second. Okay, like this is not how my body is supposed to. And you like sort of like swim past. You get about halfway, and you see the figure start to shift. And as it shifts, you see it straighten itself, and it seems to look around the water, looking very confused. And you recognize Titus.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, if I'm in like talking range, if like, well, as far as talking goes. I
Yeah,
guess.
and that's the unstable bit. You go to speak, and you realize you can't speak the way you're used to, and you just go bloop 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 bloop, and Titus doesn't hear you, so he straightens up and he swims down into the city,
Damn
not
it.
seeing you where you are.
Uh, I'm guessing there's nothing I can chuck at him.
Underwater? Like you barely
I
able to, like the
mean,
temper is stable.
I don't
You can't even
know.
like grab the edge. You're just sort of like floating above, like upside down, going, I don't know how this works.
Still try.
Form
You
an
can-
icicle and throw it at him.
I
That would be a
could
good idea.
try, but I don't know if it works. But yeah, I could try. Throw a snowball at him.
You reach in to grab onto your powers and you tap and sense the ice within it. As you try to manifest it, you feel a sharp pain running through your arm. It hurts. It hurts like heck, but you do it. The ice block is there, but now the ice block has these weird, horrible black tendrils running around it. That was not part of what you summoned. What even the heck is this?
Cool, good, great. I'm gonna try to throw it at him anyway.
Oh my god.
You chuck
dear.
it at him. Please mark one condition of your choice.
Cool, good, great. I'm afraid.
Consequences.
Yeah, I'm afraid. That's legit.
Your icicle goes to the air and it smacks him in the back of the head. He's like, oh! And he sort of like turns and looks up at you. And he sort of like squints his eyes. Then he like bloop 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 floats all the way up to you, and he pauses in the air and he looks down and he speaks. But when he speaks, you don't hear the words, you feel the words in the water. Like the water itself is vibrating against your skin. It's like, who are you? Where are we? Oh, where are we? Answer me now.
Can I talk? Or still have
You
quite
can
figured it?
try.
Oh dear.
You're like,
Yeah, I think he'll try to say, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's Seth, please help me.
He's looking at you and he's like cocking his head. And he looks over at the ice ball that was thrown towards him. He's still holding it in his hand. And he looks back at you. And he puts his hand on you. And then he narrows his eyes and looks at you closer. And he goes, Seth?
I will just nod furiously.
He looks around and goes, this is strange. I don't know what happened. The abyss came up for us. I thought we were done for. And now we're here and where are we?
Continues to nod.
Can't you? He holds on to you and he's like, ah. So he puts his hand on you and then he stops and he's like, he's unsure how to do this. So he takes like his hand and he puts it over your ears and then he vibrates it. And as he vibrates, you feel something within you. Your voice box also vibrating and you feel like a secondary voice box like within your throat. That like as you speak would basically radiate off you in the water to basically essentially be like sound, like radar sound that he can pick up. And you see him go, speak again.
Fuck.
Yes, that's definitely you, Seth. You can
Hi.
speak, but it's very difficult. You can get like maybe one word out per second. So from now on, your speak is one word per second.
Cool, good, great. I'll just answer in one-word sentences.
Just answer everything with a maybe or perhaps.
I will summarize everything in one word.
So he goes on to you and he's like, so where are we? Do you know?
Nope.
Where are the others?
Dunno.
Can you help me?
Can try.
You see him like face palm underwater. I know he sort of like grabs you by the hand and he goes, it's all right, I'll lead. And he takes you and he starts swimming down towards the city. And he starts basically showing you how to move your body, gently taking you through swimming lessons 101, trying his best to basically get you to understand where you're going. Seth, as you're moving further and further down, something catches your eye. You're going past what looks like a billboard advertising, let's randomly say, Tide Pods. Not Tide Pods, Tide washing up liquid. It's not something you
That's-
expected, but it looks like it's from the 60s of all places. It says,
The
come by our favorite thing. Look at all local stores in Montreal.
Cool, good, great.
Cool,
With
good,
that,
great.
we shall. What was that?
Cool, good, great.
Oh, good, great. With you heading down to the city, we shall cut away from you. And now we shall cut to Annie. Annie,
Yes.
oh, there you are. Hey, how you going? You doing good? Annie, you wake up on a bench. You lift yourself, like you've been lying on a bench sleeping, and you sort of lift yourself up in the water. And as you do, you try to get up to rise. But of course, because you're completely submerged, you just sort of float above. And that's when you open your eyes and you realize that you're underwater. What do you look like, Annie? Reckon?
So I started drawing it and then I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of mainly a white like a white base, similar to the other Aquiloians, and then no, it's a rose gold ish base, and then there's like the white like a white panel where the chest would be, I guess. And instead of
Ooh.
like a full body, it's like body segments that have like this type of black kind of hose type thing, and then where some of the joints connect and stuff, there's like very bright blue kind of LED outlines.
Ooh. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. So you like sort of like wake up in your like robot fish form, and
Yeah.
you sort of like come conscious. As you do, it's really strange. Your body wasn't built for underwater detection and everything else, but the new version of you that gets up is fully pressurized. It's fully takes into consideration to like hearing modules and everything else, water and pressure, and like you have like a gauge meter for how much air pressure is going on currently. You have like a tank beneath you for like air, what's called oxygen storage and conversion. You've got all these like robot parts a fish version of yourself would have. And it's all just laid out into you, just like that, like just built into your systems. However, you are floating what looks like a subway station. Not a subway, like Eat Fresh, like a subway station.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been confusing.
Is there anybody around me?
You look about and you can hear, like you can, because you don't need to worry about it, your body is built for it, you can sense radar sounds coming through your system, and your robot section automatically, what's called, calculates it and turns into sound. And you can hear a child laughing.
Oh god, not again. I'll move closer to the detection.
And you can see there's a little child, like Kesso, it's right there again, him again. Hey, what's up? Everyone's favorite character, he's back, get ready! Kesso is there, and he's laughing because he's he's swimming around a poster. Like a poster's been put down onto the wall, and it says something like Frank Sinatra's greatest hits coming out 1964 or something. I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Oh.
And he's looking at the poster and he's laughing, looking at it, turning around, going, "Oh!" And he looks up, he's like, "Who are you?"
Don't you remember me? It's Rekken.
Reckon?
You mean Gwen?
No, I'm not. I learned my lesson
Hey.
the first time.
Hey,
Machine learning,
What do you
okay?
What do you mean the first time? You never told him what your actual name was.
she did tell him that, oh, just call me Rekken.
Oh, that
Yeah.
part's true. That part's true.
So what he does say is he folds his hands and he looks and he goes, "Gwen?" I would never let this joke die.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Why do I suffer?
Gwen, is that? And he swims up to you and he starts swimming like through your legs and around you. He moves perfectly normal in the water. And he's all like, Are you alright?
What's going on? What didn't everybody
I don't know. But I was here and then the abyss came up and then Dad was screaming and then you were here and I thought I was alright. Is that okay?
Yeah, he should be. We should probably go and find him.
Where are we? Is this like the secret part of Montreal I never get to go to because Dad thinks I'm not old enough?
Maybe.
Are we gonna get in trouble for being here?
Probably not. This is really unexpected. You know, if we just tell the truth, then maybe we won't have to deal with the consequences.
Should we always tell the truth?
Yes.
I mean, you've not lied to me since we got here, right?
I mean, I may have bent the truth.
Bent the truth? What do you mean by bending the truth? Dad said people who don't speak the truth are the ones that will destroy the world that we live in.
Well, sometimes it just so happens that people make mistakes, and to get out of situations, they aren't upfront about everything.
Like why Dad says Uncle Narcissus is the reason why I don't have a mother anymore?
He must have just been upset.
My dad's always upset, but that doesn't make it right. I mean, is it a truth or is it a half-truth? Is Uncle Narcissus why I don't have a mom? Like the other kids?
Well, we don't know everything. So maybe...
That's not what I asked, Rekken.
Jeez, kid, alright. Well, why don't we go and find him and ask him himself?
Your friend, the one you call Seth, he told Dad to get over it. And I don't know what to think about that, but if he's right, and that is the reason, shouldn't I be mad at Uncle Narcissus?
Well, it's better to... Anger isn't always what... Sometimes you feel upset about something, but it's better to realize what happened and forgive. And you'll be better off that way.
So do you always forgive and forget?
I forgive, but you shouldn't forget.
He looks at you and he nods and goes, I should never forget.
Hashtag never forget.
And he sort of looks around and goes, so where are we going? How can we get to Dad?
Well, let's go up, I guess. So are there stairs nearby? Or...
Yes, there are. So, as the two of you swim towards the stairs, we will cut back to Rhiannon. Rhiannon. Rhiannon? Sorry, I have to double confirm because I can't see if people are talking in chat because of this goddamn phone.
I
It's
haven't
the
said
worst.
anything in chat. You just said we'll cut back, and so I was waiting to hear what was gonna happen.
Gotcha. Rhiannon, it has been 3 days since he told you that. 3 days have passed. They have brought you food to keep you okay, but they've kept you in here while Narcissus has been basically trying his best to run the city. You have not been disturbed or anything else, but Narcissus, whenever you call for him, will always come to speak to you. Is there anything particular you want to have done in the last 3 days?
I mean, that's a valid question. Do we know what happened to the king? Did he disappear with everybody too?
Narcissus says that the king is still in power. Thanks to Roscoe, but he's left Narcissus to quell the threats of the revolution.
Oh, gotcha. Um, I feel like she's been like hardcore researching and trying to figure out what happened and how to get people back. She refuses to believe they're actually gone.
Excellent. How are you researching?
Well, I guess like she knows, or at least by now she would know, like that they have. I mean, they have magical practitioners here too, who have probably
Mm-hmm.
researched the abyss to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
So she would like ask for any
It's 6
research
o'clock.
that she can get.
No sweat.
She,
Narcissus is more than happy to show you more and more people who understand and know how the magical part of everything was. There is a lady, Persephone, whom they specifically lead to you. This lovely looking orange mystical mage lady who it takes upon herself to make sure she keeps you informed. First up, roll me a situation. I'll tell you what else you see, and then you can ask me the questions.
Sure. What possibly go wrong? I have anything that helps with this? I don't. Wow! It's a 10.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Nice.
Me and my +0 rolling a 10.
Nice.
It can happen.
All right. They have put down from the research that they've done, for all intents and purposes, Persephone has come to the conclusion that the abyss has been growing stronger for the last day, since for the day you all got here. Something powerful and strange has been triggering it. Probably a magic from another land that they don't fully understand. It's nothing to do with what they have from before, and every time that magic is used, it triggers the abyss to go stronger and stronger. The abyss has been taking from the land and sending that to keep the street steady. It is not an infinite resource, so eventually, when Montreal is completely taken over, the tree will then fall. For all intents and purposes, if they could find the source of what was doing this and find a way to stop it, maybe they could find out what abyss is eating. But for now, as long as that source of energy exists, and as long as it keeps using powers,
You broke up at the end there. As long as it keeps using powers.
yes, whatever. As long as they keep abusing their powers and using their powers, Montreal is still in danger of being eroded away, being Thanos snapped. That is the report she gives you on the third day.
Probably not
You
Thanos snap.
ask
but-
me any questions you like.
Is Rhiannon aware enough of like when like can Rhiannon make the connection that it was her powers that seemed to
Yes,
trigger
I think
it?
I can give you that for
Okay.
free. That you 100% are definitely certain that your powers are what trigger the abyss to go through. In fact, you're also 100% certain that the abyss problems only started when you grew the tree.
Yeah, I'd kind of had to figure her probably. Okay, so she gave that report on the third day, you said?
Yeah, she gets a report on the third day. Remember, you also have a few more questions to ask me from your assessed situation.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was also getting to ask the questions.
I'll consider one of the aunt's questions to be, are you certain you're responsible? So that one's gone. You got two more.
Okay. What here can I use to find another power source for the tree? I guess would be what we need.
From what Persephone is saying, if you could find from the magic of the Aquiloians could really help. If you could find a way to sync yourself with the Aquiloians, and as long as you all have the same mind, you should be able to maybe reverse it, and then hopefully return the abyss and the tree to its original state.
Define returning the tree to its original state.
Where the
tree's
tree is no
original state
longer
was not-
sucking energy out
Okay.
of what's called the Aquiloians. You reckon it's a good shot as any.
Right. Gotcha.
What's the other question?
Let's see. I feel like we know what the biggest threat and the greatest danger is, probably at this point.
God.
What do you mean, God?
It's God.
Oh. Unless, like, if I ask what, like, am I mistaken on what my guess on the biggest threat, greatest danger is, or like, I mean, basically, would I waste a question asking one of those?
I'm not answering that.
Okay, that's fair.
Wow.
Oh God, I feel like if I ask what here's the biggest threat, he's gonna say me. I don't wanna. But I feel like maybe that's the one that I need to know for sure the answer to. All right, ecstatic. What here's the biggest threat?
It's you.
Yep, there it is. Fuck!
You are, for all intents and purposes, Rhiannon, your power here in Montreal, of all places, is the biggest threat to Montreal.
Yep, I got
But
it.
that's not all of it.
Oh, that's ominous.
Right? That's all the questions though, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, like when she gets this report, she's going to ask for Narcissus to meet with her, and you said Persephone? Yeah.
Persephone.
Okay. She's gonna ask for Narcissus to meet with her and Persephone for a moment.
I must warn you, ma'am, madame,
Hmm?
Lord Narcissus has been having a bit of a troubled time quelling the revolution. He may not be at his best of moments. And then she nods, and then she takes a step back and she leaves. And about maybe like half a day later, Narcissus appears, and Narcissus comes up, and he's like, he looks word for word, he's sweating. He's sweating what? No, he's underwater. He looks exhausted, he looks tired, but he looks healthy, and he doesn't look like he's about to die from malnutrition. And he, may I come in?
Of course.
It is good to see you again. I hear you've been doing research with our court sheller, Persephone.
Is she here with you? It was something.
She asked me to come see you, and that's about it.
Oh,
Unless it's something you wish to talk to me about. With her while she's here.
it's something that both of you need to know, but I can
Well,
tell
if you would rather not be alone in my presence, that's fine. I understand.
That's not. Stop that.
I mean, if that is, I do not wish to offend you.
She takes his hand and it's like, that's not what I meant.
He smiles softly and he nods and goes. He looks up, and goes, "Get Persephone, please." And Persephone comes in after what, like maybe like 30 minutes, 15 minutes or so.
It's just that's something that I feel like both of you need to know because you're the most likely ones to be able to help. The energy or power that triggers the abyss, the one that you said you needed to find.
Yes.
It's me.
I know.
How can we fix it?
He sighs and he looks at Persephone, and Persephone looks back at him and goes, "If you will, my lord." He nods and goes, "Lady Rhiannon, I know not of the power you have and how strong it is and what it works, but it is alien to us here in our world. But joining your power with another Aquiloian, creating a song together, would hopefully find a way to keep your world and our world perfectly safe. As long as you two are linked in mind, you can sing about the universe and everything will be great and fixed. But this may take a massive toll on you, and we would not be able to ask you of this. In fact, Lord Narcissus have asked us never to bring this up in the subject. I had hoped to spare you this story, but you insisted on having the notes, and as such, this is where we are."
I mean, I want to do it. I don't care what kind of toll it takes.
Rhiannon, says Narcissus. It's fine. We can find another way around.
No.
We've lost so much. You do not need to do this. We're just kids. This isn't our world. This isn't our fight to do in the way we have. I'm sure we can think of something else, some way to make all our worlds be safe. You don't have to put yourself through this.
This
Yes?
is the right way to do it. Possibly the only way to do it. I've been here for days. I've gone over all the research, and I can't find another way.
Then, if you insist, I'll start the preparation. It should be done within a week. Who would you like as your Aquiloian to sing the song of rebirth about my home?
Well, last I remember, you and I sang a nice duet.
I think that sounds amazing. Rhiannon, what condition do you think he's helping you basically no longer worry about?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're not gonna be able to play the game.
Fears. Right? It's like soon Rhiannon has no moves left. But in this particular place, I feel like it's possibly helping alleviate guilty because it's like her chance to make up for it.
I think that makes sense. In which case, guilty can no longer be marked. If something marks guilty, it doesn't get marked. However, you lose access to all the moves connected to guilty.
Oh my god. Ecstatic.
All right. Rescue.
That's me.
We leave you where you were before, staring outside the window, looking around the city, being completely confused.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do and stare around, you can feel the water moving. It's strange upon your new scaly skin. Do you have a picture of yourself yet?
I do have an idea of it. By which I mean it's essentially the same kind of color and style as this fish right here that I'm pasting in during game in Montreal. During game.
Oh, fabulous, babes.
You know, kind of like metallic blue scales, the beta fish fins that are just like flowy and beautiful and very extra. Because it's rescue, he's extra. And in the shine of the light, you can see like green. Is that green? No. Is it purple? Oh god, maybe it's blue. Oh, I see a bit of pink in there maybe. It's just the light catches everything. And it's beautiful.
And yeah, you can feel the water moving and you see two figures. One blue, one whatever color Seth is, moving through the water. You look up and you recognize Titus. There we go, thank you. You recognize Titus and another fish just swimming away.
Not sure how to feel about that. Well, it seems like the only way to move is forward, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, unleash your powers to see how well you can move underwater.
Oh boy. Because it was so good last time, I will also choose unstable or temporary.
Pretty much the same thing. So, Seth, you look to your right and you can see someone trying to get out of a window, but they're just swimming in a circle like over and over again. Just bloop, 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 and they're getting closer and closer to you, but they're doing it in like circle motion. they're swimming, they're catching closer, but every time, not to loop-de-loop each time to get a little bit closer each time, and that's how they're moving towards you.
Like a hamster ball.
What a good image. Oh, I think he'll, like, tug on Titus's hand, assuming they're holding hands. I don't.
Yeah. Titus stops and looks over.
Just like gesture with the most like that's probably someone else.
Titus looks over and goes, "Am I babysitting now? Is that what this is? Is that what?" He grabs you and then you can see you swimming over. And he comes and goes, "And which one is this supposed to be?"
Which one do you think, shithead?
Bloop 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 bloop. He like sort of holds his hands like, Then he does the same thing with you once again. Puts his hand on your ears, calmly like speaks, and then resonates to your second voice box in your throat. You two can now only say one word per like one word per like second.
Fucking. I am not like Seth. I cannot get all of my feelings out in one word. So it's just gonna.
So it's just a little halted.
So I'm just gonna say, give me a reason, bitch. Because Rescue doesn't know what's going on with Titus. The last time he remembers seeing Titus was he tried killing us.
Yes. He looks over and he cocks his head and he goes, "Is that L?"
Can I get as much magic into my fist as possible and punch him?
Oh god.
Yes, you can!
Oh no.
You get as much magic into your fist. The sky turns deep blue as you power it up. And you swing at him. Do you like to directly engage, please? Actually, no. He's not going to resist. He doesn't know he's coming with it. How hard do you want the punch to be?
Not hard enough to break anything, but enough for him to really feel it.
That's good. Rescue.
Yes.
How harder would it be if you were just one level above that?
Ooh. Probably, bruises.
Okay. What about one level above that?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Probably at least a fracture.
Excellent! You slam him with a force that he goes flying back. He lets go of Seth and he goes flying back through the water. You see him like cough and you see a bit of his strange blood come within the water itself. And he swims around and as he does, he comes back to a state and he looks up and his eyes are wild.
God, I think Seth sees that and then he just looks wildly at Rescue. He knows it's you. And
I'm gonna
like, what the fuck?
get back here so I can heal you and beat you again.
Titus is like rubbing his face gently and he swims up towards you and he goes, "If you wish me to help you, perhaps maybe you shouldn't just swing at people who are trying to help."
Why would you help? Last I remember,
okay.
He tried to kill us.
Yeah, I know.
The first time we saw him. Just because he's hot doesn't mean I'm gonna let him get away with it.
He's helping. Please.
Rescue, please roll provoke.
Beautiful. I'm so good at that with my -1.
Oh, your superior rolls never cease to.
Yeah, my
provide.
superior rolls. Yep, there's another potential. Oh boy, that's 7 potential this entire 3 episodes.
That's not bad. That's about average. That's pretty good. He looks at you, and he looks at him. He looks at you, Seth, and he goes, "It seems you've made your friends quite well. In that case, perhaps you should find your own way around this mysterious city." And he turns around and he swims on.
Titus. Seth will just look at Rescue like, nice.
What? I don't
At
know
this
what's
point-
been going on with him.
Yeah, your voices are getting better now. You can actually speak properly now.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's been going on with him. What, did he turn a new leaf or some shit?
Yeah, I decked him and talked some sense into him. It was all about some stupid thing with Narcissus. He's on our side
course
for
it
now. Well, maybe not now, but
Fine, let me go up and apologize to the bitch.
Unfortunately,
probably
you still can't
outswam
swim.
us.
He's much faster.
You're still like, I'm gonna apologize. Wait, I can't actually move. Rekken. Rekken?
Oh, she says 1 sec. Her mom might be on the phone again.
Oh, okay. Take your
Tech
time.
support.
Let me know when you're back. I'll just jump you in. Carry on, everyone.
Well
rescue, Seth. Go on, keep going.
Okay then. If I can't really swim, I'm going to pull him back using magic. Like, I'm gonna lasso him.
All right. You decide to reach once again into your energies to pull out the magic. The sky turns pure blue once again. You feel tendrils. You feel the black tendrils running down your hand. Seth,
Yeah.
take a powerful blow.
Oh god!
Oh! What?
Okay, this is fine. Oh god, okay, cool. I'm gonna use I'm Not My Body because
Oh,
I would
no.
not recommend you use that.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
going
But
to
do
use
it anyway. But do it anyway.
Oh
Oh my God.
Oh, that's not so
Phew.
bad. See, it would have been a 6. Anyways.
What'd you get?
no. 8.
Sorry.
No,
Mm.
no. Seth got a 5.
Seth, please pick one from the list. I would like to
Right.
recommend one. Please pick The Enemy Gets an Opportunity.
I'm
Oh, God.
concerned.
You don't have to, but I recommend you pick that.
Oh my God.
Who is the enemy in this case?
Mm.
That is so concerning. Okay, cool, good, great.
Cool, good,
Fuck.
great.
Uh, okay, sure.
All right.
Give ground.
All right. As the sky turns blue, your body's reaction is instant. The ice unleashes. You have no control of the why or how, but it latches off and it freezes. You actually physically freeze his hand. Your ice now has weird black tendrils running around it, almost kind of like infectious. And they reach out and they freeze Rescue's hand. Well, no, Rescue, do you even have hands in your fish form?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Webbed
yeah,
hands.
It freezes his hands. It's like what's going their hands? Like instantly, Rescue, both your hands are frozen in a block of really weird ice. And there's something whirring around Seth as that happens. Seth, you're back in controlling yourself.
Oh, this is fine. Yeah, I think he just looks at Rescue's like, holy shit, I didn't do that. Are you okay?
Whoops.
I'm gonna look at the ice and I see the black tendrils. I'm pretty sure I know what's happening.
No.
It seems like my mischievous friends are really wanting to come out and play today.
As you do that, you can also feel something like a thud, like a power source constantly vibrating around you. It's
Me?
just like, yeah, there's a first, since you started using your powers, there's this energy pulse somewhere very close by that's calling to you. Seth, you feel the exact opposite. You feel something trying its best to reject you.
Ooh.
Is Annie back yet?
Yes, I am.
All right, cool. At this point, Annie, you have stepped out of the subway station, or floated out of the subway station, and you look above you, and your sky turns really blue for a moment, and you can look up and you see floating above you are two very cute little fish boys.
Zoom and enhance.
Zoom in and hands, it looks like two fantastic fishes. They're just hanging out, living their best life.
Enhance.
One of them's probably Xenia because it's fabulous. You enhance, and the sound part picks up from their voices, and you hear what they're saying, which is what they said a second ago.
Wouldn't I have to like unleash or something to probably get them to hear?
Nah,
Alright.
that's just making you roll for no reason. I'm not gonna make you roll dice just because I'm like, oh, but there's no consequence to that. Also, I'm trying to get you all together, so why would I make it more difficult? So yeah, just do it. It's done.
Enhance.
Right, yeah, you can see them. What'd you do?
Okay, you know what? I probably shouldn't take a child back into the middle of battle again. Kesso?
Are you gonna leave them here? Yes?
You're just gonna abandon him in a strange city instead?
Please
I'm gonna
don't.
look around. Is there...
Is there a cage that you could kennel him in?
Oh!
That's what you do with children, right?
I'll just take him with me. I'm gonna get yelled at either way.
I'm gonna yell at him, I know what I do. I'm just gonna take him with you, screw it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, just stay behind me, alright?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go swim up to them.
Alright, yeah. You swim up to them, and you hear their arguments at the end of that, and you hear what they said. And as you all catch up for that moment, Rhiannon. 3 days have passed again. The ceremony has been going quite smoothly. People have been in mourning, and Abyss is lighting up the sky in its beautiful purple colors. As you go through and sort of speak to and basically allowed through in the castle now to basically go about, it's still half of it's still within the Abyss, but the half you're allowed to go to, they allow you free reign to explore the best you can. People are starting to get to know you, and they call you Lady Rhiannon as you take a step forward over and over again. Your phone starts to ring, and then you pick up and what was that? And you take a few steps up others. You're having a great time, and it's one of those days where your bad boy Narcissus has arrived back into the castle. It doesn't take long for you to hear the news going on. As someone who was to be martyred, having to basically pull everything together because of the Abyss, he has been convincing everyone around the world of Montreal anyway, that his way is the best. And since Titus isn't there to finally stop him, and they've lost Titus, and there was this revolution, and people didn't know what to do, they're all rallying behind Narcissus. He has somehow managed to pull the whole of Montreal together and convince them that you are not a threat and that you're here to save them. The council meeting, which unfortunately lost four of its members, in fact, is no longer a mandate, and now he gets word directly from the king, and he gives the word out, and everyone is now finally worshipping Narcissus as the true ruler of Montreal. He now wears both a blue sash like he normally does, and now he also wears a rainbow colored one over the top of it to represent everyone in Montreal as a social thing. Also, it's Pride Month. So as he yes, slay, working girl. So he comes up to you as you are. You come up to him actually as he's on the balcony, speaking to a few people and getting his jobs done and sorting out the paperwork and all that. And he looks and goes, "Rhiannon, you're here. How are you doing?"
I'm trying. I as well as I could be, I suppose. Actually, do you have a moment?
Always. I would end universes to ensure that you're happy.
Well, let's try to avoid that one, please.
It was more of a metaphor.
Since I wasn't really sure how I felt about it the first time, and I saw why you couldn't keep it if you still want it. She pulls out the necklace.
Stop right there. Did you pick the necklace up from rescue before he went?
Yeah, we
like
talked about it
we
a little.
discussed that she probably got it from him, like
Yeah.
when they were being like led to the cells, or
Yeah,
like,
when we were
sounds
being
good.
led away
like
from the
that.
cells, like, hey, yeah, you guys are going to court, and it's like, oh, hey, by the way, tosses necklace.
Or just like slips it. I don't know. We discussed
Yeah, go
there
on,
may
then I'll
have
let
been
you.
time. There may have been time for it. I thought you said it was fine, but maybe you were saying fine to something else in that sentence.
I was saying find something else in that. I was ruling that you definitely don't have
Oh
the
my
necklace and give
god.
to him. Sorry,
Oh.
Oh my
everyone. Is that
god.
okay?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's fine.
Gotcha. I'm really sorry about
I
that.
misunderstood.
That's
Yeah,
my fault. I apologize.
misunderstandings happen. Things just happen in the salon.
Well, in that case, we did determine,
But
and
you
I know you
still have
said
his
okay that
ocarina.
she has the ocarina. So I'll just
Yes.
say that she's offering that instead, and we'll just adjust what she said to basically, it's like, I know you left this to give a message, but since you didn't really get to keep your gift, you can have it
The
back.
ocarina. And he looks at it and he goes, This is actually something very precious. I thought I'd left it for you with a message, and I thought I'd never actually see you again after I left it behind.
I'm
I cannot accept this without giving you a gift back, but I am unsure if you would accept my gift because it's a bit of a wild one.
She like looks confused.
He reaches back and he pulls out what looks like this multi-shelled necklace with different colors running down it, giving the form of like a rainbow. And he goes, it's a tradition that only an Aquiloian should join an Aquiloian in song when your songsmithing is to be happening and you're human. But since this takes place underwater, and I don't believe you can sing underwater, I came up with an alternative. If you wear this, your body will transform into that of an Aquiloian. I'm actually unsure as to what your actually would look like, but it would help us sing together underwater. I don't want to force this on you, though. If you wish to attempt to sing while breathing to an oxygen apparatus, that's also fine, but this could help.
No, I think it sounds perfect. I'd like to be able to
Sorry, Rhiannon, you broke
actually
up there.
see. Huh? Oh, I said, I think it sounds nice. I'd rather just be able to sing normally. So if this will help with that, then
May I?
oh, uh, sure. She like moves some of her hair out of the way because she's got a lot of hair.
He gently brushes his hands past your hair as he reaches forward with the necklace and places it on your chest. You feel it rise gently over your neck as you feel the clasp going on. And as he clasps it, you hear a sigh from him, and he takes a step back. As you turn, your body transforms. There is a wonderful, beautiful rainbow light that gives off from your body and form. And when you turn around, what do you look like as an Aquiloian, Rhiannon?
Which I guess I'll just post it.
Do it.
But basically she's mostly purple with some like black accents.
Mm-hmm.
And similar to Rescue, has just very like flowy fins attached.
Nice.
beauty.
He
Love.
smiles at you as you take this form, and he's like, you look fantastic.
Really? Are you sure? I don't look
You-
good or anything, do I? She's like looking down at her hands and like touching at her face and stuff. Like, oh god, I have no idea what I look like right now.
You look like someone who you definitely do not look like you do not belong. I'd never have wished for anyone beside my side than you, and I'd never wish for any moment in my life, despite the pain, than now. Rhiannon,
I swear to God. I swear to God, ecstatic. I
Rhiannon,
swear to God.
what condition do you think he's taken away from you this time?
God, I don't know. I'm between two, and I know which one I would rather it be just because I'm fine if like I could see an argument for it being afraid this time.
I think that's fair. I'll take that. Unless you want to change it.
No, I think that one. I mean, honestly, I'm terrified of any that I choose, but like I think afraid makes sense. He's making her feel safe and welcome. And
all right. In which case, honestly, I'd make an argument for insecure for this one.
Well, it's like that was the like I was between two, and afraid and insecure were the two I was between.
That's fair. In that case, take away afraid, and you can no longer use the moves that you work with afraid. Meanwhile, underwater, all three of you have joined up along with Kesso. And Kesso's like, what's going on? Where are we? I don't understand this place at all.
Hey, one thing. First of all, Olivia?
Who's Olivia?
Hi, man.
We've never discussed the child. Why do you have a child with you?
Hi, I'm not just a child. I'm the next crown prince, I think. Actually, yeah, I'm the next crown prince of Montreal. Thank you very much.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Kesso. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Kesso. Where are your parents?
Well, I was hoping my...
Wait, what?
Was Dad here?
Yeah,
this
by
is
the way.
Titus's.
Wait, why'd you punch Dad?
Because the last time I saw him, he tried to kill me.
He's only trying to keep Montreal safe.
Yeah, you
You're
know,
a meanie.
in hindsight, that was probably not the best decision I've ever made in my life. To be fair, I've made a lot of horrible decisions in my life.
Well, you should go find him and apologize.
I would love to, and I'm trying to, but also I can't really swim.
He looks at both of you, and he's like, swim is easy, just do this. And he goes, bloop, 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 whoa, and there's loop-de-loops. And then I was like, hey, easy, just do that. Aren't you Aquiloian?
No. Not normally.
Right.
Oh. Okay, look, all right. He looks around, goes, well, I'm stuck here now, and Dad's around, so he'll be okay. Okay, follow my lead. Okay, first things first, you have to move with your hands. So,
okay.
arms to your side.
All right.
Raise your fin.
Which one? I can't tell how many I have.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, let's start from the top. Let's we're gonna be here a while. Okay. All right. We will cut the scene to about maybe like 1 hour later. Okay, everyone, line up.
An entire hour.
Line up.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Everyone, left hand move. Bloop.
Yes, sir.
Right hand move. Loop de loop.
Loop de loop.
Shake your fin.
Yeah, shaking it.
Up, down,
up,
down,
Oh
up,
my
down.
God.
I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
Aquilo food is mighty cold.
Something food is mighty cold.
All right, I think you've got it. I think you've just got it. That's I mean,
Oh yeah.
to be fair, I mean, babies can swim better than you, but the closest you're going to get.
This kid is so
Yeah, that sounds
sassy.
about right. I really do.
All right, I'm glad that was really good fun.
It was.
Okay, Gwen, when are we going home?
I'm sorry. Who?
Rescue, by the way. Oh goodness.
Olivia.
I thought we told you all of this already.
I was kind of in jail. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't say that to the kid. I'm
What
sorry.
are you doing in jail?
You know, it's a long story. So instead of telling that story, can you guys do me a huge favor? So Titus swam off in that direction. I'm gonna point with my ice hands.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna
point with my
ask.
ice. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I think the horror terrors has something to do with it. If you can see the tendrils, like, kind of tries to point at them.
Enhance.
Yeah. Those are like the terrors we sent home. We sent away from the abyss, also into the abyss.
I've heard the stories.
Many years ago.
Fun fact, I have access to that.
Wait, how? They've been banished for thousands and thousands of years.
A lot of... Oh wait, I shouldn't curse. A lot of craziness kind of happened with me, my father, a friend, and a contract.
So, are you thousands of years old?
No, I'm 18. Oh wait, I'm 19 now. Oh God, what a hell of a way to start off a birthday, isn't it?
So you're telling me that this place where we are now is the other side of the abyss? So these buildings are thousands of years old?
It's possible. I mean, did you guys notice anything odd when you guys were going around, Seth and Gwen?
Just say Rekken.
There's a 60s memorabilia everywhere.
Yeah, there was a
60s.
poster about Frank Sinatra releasing soon in 1964. It's
Yeah, the
weird.
room that I woke up in looked very 60s too. Do you think this may be like, and this may be a bit presumptuous of me, do you think this is our Montreal?
It
Well,
might
it can't be. It can't be your Montreal. There's only one Montreal. That's our Montreal. Why would you have your own Montreal?
Well,
We thought the same thing, but
yeah.
I'm sorry. Can one of you? I keep feeling this strange energy. I'm gonna go check it out. You guys go find Titus. I would love to apologize to him firsthand, but I feel like something important is off in that direction, and I point towards where I can feel that energy coming from.
I don't think we should split
Um,
up.
Let's not split up.
We can go just look for the energy and then maybe, yeah, we can try and find Titus after possibly, since it doesn't seem that there isn't much in this city.
Well, yeah, there isn't much, but it's still a big place, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of really worried for Titus if the horror terrors are involved somehow. I also haven't seen Finn nor Scale, wink, Gaius, which is a little concerning. Or of anyone else, especially Rhiannon, like,
I haven't found her either.
Yeah.
it's kind of concerning, and while normally I'd agree we should not be splitting up, I need someone to go check up on Titus, and if what this energy thing is coming from has anything to do with the horror terrors, I may be the most suitable to deal with it.
Do we
Possibly.
still have communicators? Out of character.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'd assume.
For all this, I'd say yeah, you do have the earrings. Well, at least 2 of you do.
Let me. Yep. Nice.
Okay.
I brought some extra. Oh wait. I'm not in my suit. Fuck. Ah shit. Oh no. That means all my scrying tools are gone. Hex is gonna have my head. Those were important.
I guess that's
Okay.
a plus to.
Well, I mean, it would have been nice if I could try scrying for us, seeing what's around us. That would have been nifty. Okay. Okay. We still have Rekken.
Yep.
Do you still have your communicator on you?
I'll like lift my arms and like look around.
It should be attached to your ear.
It's like attached to one of the LED lights.
It's here, and I'll point to it.
Okay, let me test. I don't know if I still have my earring, but let me test. See if I.
You still got yours.
All right, test in the communicator.
They seem to be working just fine between the 2 of you.
Oh,
All right.
What happened to mine? And I won?
Remember yours got destroyed?
Yours got destroyed upon impact.
Yeah. You were instantly not communicating anymore.
Huh. All right. Well, everything seems to be working. So if we need backup, just call me, I guess. I really do have to check this out, though. Or at least I feel like I should check this out.
So who's going to go after Titus, and who's going to go after this weird force?
I'm definitely going after the weird forest. I don't trust like that. I probably shouldn't have said I don't trust like that, because that probably means that one of you is going to follow me.
I think Seth is really concerned, but also he really wants to find people.
What's important to you, Seth? Are you going to listen to your body telling you not to go towards the source?
Oh,
or are you going to be a bull?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah. Or are you going to be a bull and not have your body tell you what to do?
No,
Wow.
hell no. We're not going.
Okie doke. So, in that case, I guess rescue.
Yep.
Out.
You cut out.
Alright.
I'm sorry, my love.
Sorry, that means that you're going on your own then, rescue, doesn't it?
That was the plan. As I'm kind of swimming away, I'm going to keep trying to chip away at the ice and just say, God damn it, Seth.
Yeah, eventually you will break through it and you get out there.
Oh,
Meanwhile, the rest of you...
I think Seth is like, hey, by the way, this guy does a weird thing when you use your powers, so maybe
It does?
play off.
But-
yeah, it gets all freaky.
How am I supposed to do anything?
I don't know, but be careful.
I'm going to pause for a second there. Seth, so you're going to send someone whose powers may be going out of control on their own to a source that you would fully reject, right? That's what you're going to do. I just want to clarify that's what you're going to do.
Maybe Gaius is there and he'll help me, ooh-woo.
Just want to make sure we point out the bull playbook one more time for that. Okay, carry on.
To be fair, I don't even think Seth realizes that. Does that. Doesn't fucking realize. It's fine.
Well, thanks for the heads up. I'll try to be sparing with my powers. If I can help it. I really wonder what's going on with the terrorists in this place. You know what? I'll figure it out. I mean, we're a team. We'll figure it out. Okay. As a team now, again, you guys go off, find Titus. He went over there. Reunite Kessa with his father. glares at Rekken.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I'll just start swimming off towards the power source that I can feel just pulsating.
Excellent. We will cut to Rhiannon one more time. Rhiannon, the city of Montreal is getting closer to the ceremony. It shall happen tomorrow. Everything is being prepared. They have asked if you would like to design your own dress that you will wear underwater for the ceremony.
Oh God.
Makeover.
No,
It's like I guess I get that you're like giving me the option to choose a dress for, but also I don't think Rhiannon has any idea how like dress design works. So she would.
Fortunately, they have invited Kanakis to come join you in figuring out. Kanakis is essentially like Jean-Paul Gaultier of the Aquiloian universe. And
oh
he's
my
like,
God,
work it, girl, work it. Right, stand there, get the measurements, get the bodies working. I want to see this girl shine. And he's like helping design and all of that. And that's where you are. You're currently like standing on one foot, like almost like a fountain foot pose, while like various people are taking measurements and like pulling up long things. And he's like, yes, 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 this is what I want to see. This is how we wanted to go. Want to look good. We are saving Montreal people. Don't want work it. Yes.
I love him. I love him so much.
Yes, I was. Sorry, could you give my lady a bit of break? Yes, sure, certainly, sir. I'm leaving now, Rhiannon, but I have you know, if you move positions, I will know, and the world will know, and this is not going to work out if you do not let me do this. Keep that in mind. See ya. Woo! And then he steps out.
I love him so much. He is so extra. I love him.
Narcissus comes in and is like, how are you? You can't stop posing, please.
Are you sure? Because he kind of said that I
am lit.
You're cutting out.
You're lit? Yeah, honey,
I am lit. I am literally the crown prince. You can stop posing, please. Please, this is...
Oh, thank God. Wow.
How would you ever want to stop posing?
He's a lot. How are things going?
It's going well. I came to check on you. And how you were doing.
You think we're gonna make it right?
Always. I've been preparing for so long, and considering everything that we've lost and all that we've been through, nothing is more important to me than the song we sing tomorrow. I just wanted to know if it was as important to you as it was to me, because this will save everyone.
And it's the most important thing.
I understand that although I have lost things, you have lost just as much, if not more. And is there anything you would like to do before we do this? I do not know what the state of the world would be afterwards. All I know is that we can save both cities, and then maybe the world would everyone could leave and things would be fixed and everything would be bad. And I don't know what you want to do after this is all done. I know what I'd like to ask you, but I do not think I have the strength nor the right to ask you of it.
She gives him a little smile, and it's like, we can worry about what comes after once we've succeeded, once everything's okay. But no, once that happens, you shouldn't be afraid to ask. I mean, we know what happened the last time you decided you couldn't tell me something until you left. Let's avoid a repeat of that, please.
Well then, in that case, I'd like to ask you now. Rhiannon, Would you like to live here?
It's a trap.
Wow, that really just killed Jadis.
I can't believe Ecstatic committed murder like this.
I don't know what it is. Like, well, she looks shocked. Shocked, speechless. In fact, because what are words? I don't have words.
What are words indeed?
She
Gonna
does
listen
like.
to Ecstatic's honey
You
words.
don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to speak about it now. We can wait till after the ceremony. But I'd very much like to ask you that again, and I'd very much like to hear you say yes. We could do so much good for the people of Montreal and for the people on the surface. We could do so much good for everyone if we work together.
Yeah, I don't have words right now, but once we see everything through, I'll have an answer.
Certainly. I look forward to it. Rhiannon,
Oh no.
Oh no.
what condition do you think he's taking away from you?
Oh
now?
my god! Why is he making me choose? He's just gonna. It's like, why is he even bothering to make me choose at this point? He's just not gonna let me roll anything anymore.
You're not allowed. Oh no, you can
Like
still roll
once
for
again,
burn.
I can roll for burn, but two of the things that I use burn for are just using them for moves. Because like even
Yeah.
overcharge, it says on unleash your powers, so it is like I don't have to roll, but it is using the move, and he specifically said the moves. I feel like it was intentional, totally intentional. I mean, angry and insecure are the only ones left, and I can see an argument for both of them because I can see it being angry because like he's finally kind of like making up for the initial leaving thing, but it, like I can also see it for insecure because well, for obvious reasons, making you feel special, etc. Help. Yeah, let's go with angry.
Just keep in mind, Rhiannon.
What?
Rhiannon, just keep in mind, Rhiannon, no matter what choice you choose, there are no right choices. So you're good.
Why you gotta phrase it like that?
Why would you say
like,
that?
He doesn't go the there's no wrong choices. No, he goes there are no right choices. Why you do this to me? I mean I know why but still it's so cruel. I'm gonna go angry just because like I feel like she's finding like peace with like everything that's going on.
I think
I feel
that's
like
fair.
it would be very hard to make her angry right now. So
I think that's also fair. All right. So yeah, angry it is. Lose the moves that are connected to those moves. That condition.
Yep.
All right. We'll cut back to let's start with rescue.
Oh boy, thank you for this gift.
Rescue. You start moving closer and closer and closer. And as you move closer and closer, you're heading into the heart of Montreal itself, specifically a building. And as you get closer, you can see things floating around it. You get closer and closer and closer and closer.
Oh boy.
As you reach it, you see there is what looks like bubbles, small, tiny, darkened bubbles, floating around a giant bubble as big as a house. All the bubble is erratic. It's constantly like turning to spikes on different ends, like a shock wave running around it. But the bubbles floating about it are still and perfectly unmoving and completely shrouded. You can't see within them. However, when you take a step towards the big bubble, it parts a little.
What the hell?
It parts enough that you can see beneath it is a tiny little and nice, large looking 3-bedroom apartment with a garden and a fence and a wonderful door And along it, there's the swing that you swung on when you were younger. Your bike, or when you were a kid, is parked right outside. The
The
door
hell's
itself
going
seems more
on?
than welcoming. It looks exactly like the home you grew up in. Not the orphanage, the one you lived in with your father.
Oh.
What the
And
hell's
as you take a
going
step
on?
towards the door opens.
I'm gonna be, uh, mm, communicator.
What'd you say?
It's 7 o'clock.
Guys, I'm not entirely sure what I found, but it looks like my old house.
You're not getting anything back.
Of course not. Of fucking course not.
No.
I knew it.
They're just not responding.
They're just not responding, you guys. It's totally fine.
I mean, you probably should just leave and then go find them instead. I mean, that's what I would do personally.
Oh, oh god, ecstatic. What are you doing to me, you absolute son of a bitch?
I told you, everyone gets two traps.
Fucking. Okay, the smart decision here would be to do exactly what Ecstatic said, would be to turn around, go back, and then discuss this. However, Rescue's also a curious and dumb bitch. I'm going to take a peek through the door.
You can smell bacon frying, along with onions and a lovely smelling looking fry-up breakfast. Okay, not like an American fry-up breakfast, not an English fry-up breakfast, because mine will have beans, and you're all gonna complain that beans aren't really an American breakfast, and I'm not having that.
I'm
today.
Latino.
yeah.
Of course beans are a part of food.
Yeah, beans. It's beans, boy. Love it. Refried beans on your toast. Woo! Okay, yeah. You can smell that shit.
Hello? Anyone
Are you coming
here?
in, or do you wish me to come get you?
I don't know who's there.
It's a very familiar voice. It's White Light's voice.
Dad?
Come on in. The breakfast is cooking.
Something weird's going on.
You say something weird is going on, and just like that, the world looks slightly staticky. You're sitting in front of a breakfast table. Food is being passed to you. White Light, in all of its glory and form, is standing there wearing an apron and cooking up a lovely meal, and he's tossing and frying and all that jazz, and he pours it down onto your plate.
No,
And
something.
Sit.
With all due respect, Dad, why don't you tell me what's going on first?
With all due respect, it's bold of you to assume you have a choice. After all, you're within my domain, not the other way around for once.
I'm going to flare my magic up a little bit, just as a show.
You flare up your magic. Take a powerful blow.
Thank you, I guess. I'm going to die.
Spaghetti.
Yes.
Oh boy, let's see what happens here, y'all.
Aw.
Okay, that was
Yay.
it was a 6. No,
That's
it's
not
an 8.
bad. That's pretty good. Okay. What was it?
It's an 8. It's an 8.
It's an 8. Feel free to
it was
pick
an
anything from the
8.
list of your choice.
I guess I'll give ground because I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit terrifying for Rescue.
Black tendrils reach up from the ground and they wrap around your feet. You look down wondering what's going on, and you feel one literally pierce your hand and stab it through the table. The
Ouchie.
pain is excruciating, but there's no blood. You can't move your hand, and you feel it running up into your body. You feel it running, the blackness running through your veins. The room is turning darker and darker. Multiple faces are coming out of the walls, screaming in terror and fear, and they hound you horrifically. And then White Light clicks his hands, and the nightmare stops. And your hand is perfectly fine, and you're no longer stabbed. And he goes, like I said, my domain.
You guys have
We
done
have
worse.
Yes, we have. But you're here now. Well, at least we think we have. We're unsure. We're hoping you can answer some questions for us.
And why would I want to work with the horror terrors? Well, you know what? That's actually kind of a dumb question. I formed a contract with you guys. Why do you need my help?
Because we don't know what we are.
I'm sorry?
He takes a seat in front of you, and he looks up and he starts eating his breakfast. We were awoken quite a few, like perhaps maybe a year, perhaps maybe 9 months back. Something, a seed planted inside the roots of someone's magical power, left there to grow quietly, become stronger. But just before we could make connection with what left us there, we were shut off, we were closed off, we were locked away. And we stayed like that, screaming in the void until perhaps maybe 3, 4 of your human months. Something broke. Something shattered, and a world was revealed to us.
Mm-hmm.
A world that started to create its own world within our powers, using us to strengthen it. It created this magical universe, what they call the Above.
Montreal.
We thought we were just there as a power source, something to be used up, but then much less time, almost perhaps maybe 2, 3 weeks afterwards, it called to us again, and it used our power once again, but it can't use our power twice for the same thing. And so, now we find ourselves slowly and surely gaining control. We're taking back our power from the world above and the world beyond it, but we don't know who and what we are. You, however, know our name. You have power connected to us. And you're not leaving here alive until you tell us what you know.
Well, that's easy. I don't really know much. All I know is a name. You guys have very strong power. That's kind of all I was really able to get a grasp of before, no one really tells me a lot of things. I'm also not the smartest cookie around.
You see White Life shift slightly, like shift a little bit, like completely like off kilter, and then come back. And he goes, and what form is this that we've taken?
That would be my dad.
Is he our creator?
I wouldn't really say creator.
Then what is he? Why do we take his form? Why is it the first form we wanted to form ourselves? Does one not want to be this? After you.
Maybe it's because I'm here.
So, if you were to die, would it be that we no longer have this form and we can pick one of our choice?
I wouldn't say that you'd be able to pick one, but maybe my power here and my connection to you guys, as well as my father's connection to you guys, is what is giving you this kind of physical form. Is my best guess.
So our best way to find out is to kill you.
I mean,
granted.
You can try.
They go granted, and we will cut the scene.
Oh my god.
They can fucking try, bitch.
Bitch, I have an MOT. Let's go. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
Static gets it. He knows what's up.
So, Seth, Annie, Rekken, Gwen.
Olivia.
You've been swimming along quite a while trying to find Titus, and it's been a bit of a hard search going through, but it doesn't take long for you to spot him. He is standing, after the story goes on and on, he's standing on what looks like, well, he's not standing, he's floating above what looks like a large building.
Annie asked if we could take 5 her internet.
Oh, stop. Yeah, sure. Take 5. Let's take 5 now.
Bye, Brick.
Sorry.
Coochie coochie.
All right. Chat is unlocked for anyone involved.
I'm dying.
So if we kill you, I'd like to see you try, bitch. Just fucking try and kill me. I will show you what happens when you piss me off.
Rescue won't hesitate, bench.
I won't hesitate, bitch. Pulls out a gun from within the breasties.
You can unmute if you like, Chris.
Maybe I should have gone with.
I don't even know at this point. It's like
I don't know either.
the fact that he was urging it so hard is like means it was either like the better idea or it was a worse idea, and he just wanted to say right.
Yeah.
you can never know. That's the
you
thing.
never know it. You never know with ecstatic. Is he telling you this because he thinks it would be fun, as in a bad idea? Is he telling you this because it's a good idea?
Right.
And he legitimately wants to help? Or, god damn it, I'm getting a phone call.
Okay. Oh. Also, Kat, was it just me, or did that sound like the horror terrors just confirmed my theory?
Yeah.
I don't like
just
it.
Just a little.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, and like the weird thing with like I don't know. I'm getting like a really weird vibe from you and Narcissus, and it's just like I have so many fears.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, all my dogs are now freaking out because the puppies are freaking out because they probably need to go out and
So many fears.
Yeah.
Also, like, yeah, where the fuck is guys?
Right? It's gotta be around here somewhere.
I'm so. I actually do not know what to expect. I have like no predictions or like expectations.
Yeah.
Action. Yeah. Where?
Also,
What's
oh my
coming in
god,
static?
I can't roll any moves, and this scares me.
Oh yeah, that's also like.
I mean, okay, I have one move left that I can roll, and it's defend, but all the other ones are locked out by this thing. I mean, I can also roll for burn, which like lets me do moat and boost without using moves, but
That's true.
everything else is a move.
Technically, can't you use overcharge?
No, because like ecstatic specifically phrased it as you can no longer use those moves, and overcharge is you spend 2 burn to take 10 plus when you unleash your powers. So it's like you didn't say I couldn't roll the moves, he said I couldn't use the move. You know?
Yeah. Was elemental awareness a roll?
No, but I don't have that one.
Oh, okay.
I only have 4 flares because I'm not a Nova. And like suddenly sad that I don't have more of my legacy moves. Well, actually, no. I mean, I have a couple. It's just that fight the good fight is directly engaged, which I can't do. Words of the past is like talking to elders or a member of your legacy, which I also haven't really been doing. I mean, I could seek the guidance of like Persephone and see, but well, it's like, Actually, I wonder. I could ask Ecstatic if if Persephone's idea was the because I mean, yeah, I guess I did literally ask. It's like It's like, I know I'm the problem, but what do I do? And they're the one that answered. So I guess I could ask ecstatic if
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like it's take +1 ongoing if you listen, which I am listening, but it's just like +1 to what? I can't roll anything.
Hopefully you won't need to.
I feel like that's unlikely. I feel like the whole point of him blocking off all my rolls is that I'm gonna need to roll something that I can't, which seems kind of silly, but at the same time, I don't know.
Dogs.
Woof woof.
Yeah.
My dogs are being horrible. By which I mean they're like, we need to go outside, and then they don't do anything outside. Same with the puppies. They're like, we need to go outside, and they didn't want to do anything outside.
See, this would be a nice place to have there when it matters. Like, I have it, but, like, fucking never procs.
Oh, right, because like the whole fact that you have to get a chance to defend someone before you can have a way
Yeah.
to get, yeah. And
Like,
defend options
okay.
don't come up that often, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not gonna let you there when it matters to Montreal.
Huh? Oh no, I think
Yes,
you meant
you
for
can.
rescue.
I'm in Montreal.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought it was Chris. My bad. Sorry.
Well.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Terrible. Also,
Danny.
since you're back,
Yes?
I'm gonna ask you something. Like, it may not matter, but it's mostly I just keep forgetting this move is here. I have Words of the Past, which is when you seek the guidance of one of your elders, or members of your legacy, but specifically the elders thing. Tell them a problem you face and ask them a question about the problem. They will answer it honestly and tell you what to do. Did that kind of happen with Persephone?
Well, she's not. The elder seems to mostly concern people from your legacy, doesn't it?
No, because it says one of your elders or a member of your legacy.
Okay, yeah, sure. I think I want to say that counts.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just get +1 ongoing, but since I can't roll most anything anyway, it's like may not matter.
I have a very bad
listening.
feeling. I have a very bad feeling about why you're not being allowed to roll for anything.
I also have great concerns on this matter.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Like
Don't worry about it.
I have a single move that I can roll. And then I can still burn and like use it on moat and boost because those are not moves. But don't laugh, please. It makes everything worse.
All right. Okay, let's get back to it. Is Annie back?
Uncertain. Probably not.
Annie, Bonannie, are
We'll
you
find out in a
back?
minute.
Oh wow.
Because I mean, internet guides aren't necessarily known for being fast.
True. We'll just give her some time to come back. Do you guys mind if we run over a little bit?
I am good to go as long as we
100%.
want.
Same.
I am
Let's
willing
just play
to go
all day.
all day.
Yep.
No. That's I would like to at least pretend I have a life. Also, my phone is running out of battery and isn't charging fast enough for some reason. It's really annoying me.
Oh, that is strange.
Like I have 23% to go. Whoa, let's do this.
Oh my god.
Do you have your brightness turned all the way down?
I have the phone off. The screen is off.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were checking it for chat occasionally or not.
I was, but like I saw the battery going down. I was like, nope, turn it off.
Did you put it on
That is
battery
strange that
saver?
Yes, I have.
Oof.
The only thing it should be doing right now, I literally switched off the phone and switched it back on again and only opened up Discord. It's like nothing else should slow it down.
That's
All right.
That's weird that it's using
If Annie isn't back yet, should we continue? No, the next scene needs her to be there because it's very important.
We can just have Rescue dying.
Actually, can Annie get on
Please.
Discord on her phone? It'll kick her off of her computer Discord.
Now I'll give her some more time. I mean, like if you guys don't mind running a little bit later than usual, I'll give her some more time.
No, like
Oh yeah.
I want to
no time
leave.
constraints.
Yeah, awesome. I want to leave this session today at a place where I'm like, okay, we've reached the end finale. I can stop here. We'll have our end finale. We'll have like an hour of aftermath, and then Montreal is over.
Fun.
This is fine.
This is fine. I am okay with the current state of events.
So if I'm still not gonna get over. So if we kill you, we won't have this form. We can be what we want.
Oh my god.
Uncertain. I'm going to try to make it sound like maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's not the best idea. And they're just like, well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Try me, bitch. You know that vine where that dude's like, put that candy back. I'm not buying you all that mess. That's essentially rescue right now to these horror terrors is what it was doing. Okay, that laugh means that it's probably not the horror terrors. But yeah, I just feel like that's exactly how it is. Put that knife down, you're not gonna kill me now. And then they throw the knife and he's just like, oh, try me, bitch.
Also, ecstatic.
Yes.
I know I told you my theory.
Mm-hmm.
Did the horror terrors just kind of confirm my theory? Because what?
Why did you tell him your
Because he's already he already had stuff in mind. What I was theorizing wasn't going to change how he how he set up the entire arc.
I mean, yeah,
That is true.
but...
That is true. I'll tell you one thing right now. My plan for what Montreal is and how it works was already set in stone from episode 1.
See, that's what I figured.
So whatever your idea is, which I'm not going to say out loud, whether it's true or not, is completely independent.
Well, huh? Right. So it's it sounded like the horror terrors kind of confirmed that. Did I hear that right? I feel like I heard that, and I don't like it.
That's an interesting theory.
What was the theory? I didn't hear your theory.
I don't want to say.
I would not share that theory out loud.
Don't speak it into existence.
I have many concerns now. But you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm going to say yes.
Nice.
And then just continue. It's Pride Month and my birthday month, even though my birthday was God knows how long ago.
Tell you what, Annie, you can listen to us, right? But you can't speak. Can I continue the scene with Seth saying you're looking as well and you're around the neighborhood, but you're not physically there? Is that okay? Excellent. So, because I want to keep this going because I'm running out of time. Sorry about that, Annie. I still love you. So, Seth,
for now,
you are swimming along with Kesso, and he's doing his best to swim with you. And you look, and you can see on a building staring down. You can see Titus is standing there looking around, looking a little confused.
Okay. Yeah, I assume we'll approach him if he doesn't try to fucking run away.
As you come down towards him, sort of to come with him, he sort of pauses and looks up, like he puts a fighting stance, and he sees it's you, and you see him lighten up when he sees his son. And Kessel swims, goes, Dad! And you see him reach up and hold his son for a second, and puts his son down gently. It's not even a proper hug. It's one of those hello, son. There you go, son. Okay. And he looks and goes, have you come to punch me again?
No, I was just a misunderstanding. You know, the last time Rescue saw you, you kind of were trying to kill us, so it's mildly understandable. Are you okay?
I will be. It's fine. Have you been here before?
Have I? What's it look like?
I mean, it looks like a ruined city, busted up, underwater. Pretty much that.
Unless it looks like Halcyon.
Do you know what a subway is?
Yeah.
Because
sandwich
there was
shop
one on that street right there, and he points towards the street. It's busted up. It's completely worn down. You can't even see a subway sign.
Yeah, it's like a train that goes underground.
No, I seen the sandwich shop.
Oh.
They sell bread?
Yeah, it's like a make your own sandwich thing.
And there was a 7-Eleven on that building.
Yeah, convenience store.
Was Subway even around in the 60s?
I don't know, but I'm making it up. Shut up. And there was a Brick and Board Burger first store opening there.
I haven't
Seth?
heard of that one, but
Seth,
yeah.
have I been here before? Why do I remember this place? Why does this all feel so familiar?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Seth, what is going on? Where are we?
I don't know.
Everything. It's this. What spell have you cast on me? Hey guys, I don't know, but I just found a house and that's all you
What?
get from the communicators.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I assume Rekken tells us that.
I think it was
Yes.
rescue.
Yeah,
Oh, it was Rekken?
Rekken tells you that because she would have been there to tell you that.
Yeah.
And Titus is still like, why do I remember this?
Well, I mean, if this is Montreal, like our Montreal.
But this is not my Montreal. This is some other Montreal, and yet I feel at home here. Seth, I need answers. Where have you taken me and my son?
I don't know. I didn't take us anywhere. Do I look like I want to be here?
You came all this way to save people. You must have some answers. I don't want my son to be hurt, but I don't know why this is scared to me. I need you to take some kind of charge. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but this is what you do, right? You're heroes in your world. So hero up.
So be a hero, bitch.
Yeah. All right. Listen, calm down, okay? I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna find out, and you'll be fine. I swear. Maybe we should find rescue.
All right, lead the way. Picasso, yes, Dad? Stay close. Do you know where he is?
Nope, but I know the direction. And I guess we're looking for a house.
Are you going to start moving towards the direction of the thing that's desperately trying to push you away?
Yeah. Don't care for that.
Static is secretly a gremlin.
You start to move towards the feeling, and you also see the same thing, bubbles floating around, only within the bubble itself, like a giant, like on the other side, there's a giant, bigger bubble that's moving around and skirting and pushing things up.
Cool,
What do you have to do?
I'm gonna pull Rekken over to the side for a sec. Though I know Annie's not here. I mean, like, can talk. But basically, I think Seth just pulls her over the side for a second. It's just like, okay, listen, I don't know why, but I've got this weird feeling that I don't want to go in this direction. So, if anything happens to me, he'll just like gesture with his head towards Titus and Kesso. Them first.
Well, Rekken says, I will read it out loud when she types it. Nothing will happen. We'll be here.
Wonderful impression.
Sorry, let me try again. Nothing will happen. We'll be here.
That's perfect. Exactly like Annie. I'm sorry, Annie, was that you? Thing? Was that you?
Okay. So yeah, what'd you do now?
I guess. Well, we're like at the part with the bubbles. Okay.
As you are walking past the bubbles, you can feel it. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay. I think never mind. Let's just fucking go. Whatever. Let's all die.
Okay. As you're walking past the bubbles, you can feel it. The ice inside you is bubbling and growing and moving about, and you can feel your power is surging up to the surface. It's screaming at you. You are struggling to take every single step. Every time you go near the bubble, it wants to unleash itself upon it and like wrap itself around it. The air around you is cold, and small little icicles start to form as you move closer and closer, and every step is agonizing. Take a powerful blow.
This is great. This is
Okay,
fine.
cool, great.
This is great.
Oh god.
Oh no!
That was a 7.
It's an 11.
Oh yeah.
No,
please
no,
pick one
don't
from the list,
lie.
please.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Don't
James.
lie, it's a 7, it's
What are
fine.
you talking about? It's a 7.
Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna take 2 conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
And I will give ground to whatever the fuck.
Oh, no, ecstatic, don't make that noise.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes,
Wolf.
give the opposition.
Okay, so how you doing? Everyone all right? Everyone okay? Okay. Your powers unleash. You feel the ice around you break apart. You've barely had any control over how it works within you, and you're mostly doing it because your headstrongness. But it's the first time the powers have reached out against you. It strikes the bubbles and it shatters them one by one. You feel your ice move up to a bubble and break it. As it breaks, you can see the bubble itself. Floating inside it is what looks like a constantly shifting Aquiloian. There's an Aquiloian floating inside, but they're shifting between what looks like a human form and what looks like an Aquiloian form.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And the bubbles around you are shattering more and more. There's something about the energy you have, the powers you have, that seem to be incredibly averse to whatever this black goo horrible thing is. And it's fighting against, and you feel it break off you and break a few more. Titus takes 20 steps back and holds Tessa back as you're walking forward, and all these bubbles are shattering around you, revealing these floating forms of human and Aquiloian bouncing between each other over and over and over and over again. Inside, as he makes a statement of about to try you, bitch, he pauses and turns his head to the side and looks out the door. He looks towards the door. He goes, "What is that? What is that? What did you bring here?" That's to you, Rescue.
No, yeah, I figured. I didn't bring anything. What's happening? What's going on?
What?
Oh,
Something. It's you see him reach backwards and his face rips in half and multiple faces scream out of it at the same time. And he slams it back into his face again. It's what's doing this to me?
Tell me what's going on here first, and maybe I'll tell you.
I don't understand. It's ripping me apart. Oh!
And it will continue to rip you apart until you tell me what's going on.
Oh, go on, Rescue. Roll me a provoke.
Oh god. Fuck.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Good luck.
Fuck.
I believe. Come on. It's fine. What is with these superior rules? A -1 isn't that bad.
It just hates me. I can't be a good superior person. I mean, it was a 7.
The shadows around start to coagulate, and you see White Light's face start to grow from his shoulder, and then start to grow from his neck. Then you see his body split into 2, and then more White Lights are fighting too. And you see he's forming this horrible monstrosity. And as he does, outside, that big black course thing starts to protrude spikes and horribleness and tendrils, and they start to attack the party outside. While inside, White Light looks at you and he goes, "If I am to be slain by this horrible beast, this rejection, this filth, then I will take you with me." As he also unleashes onto you, Rescue, to destroy you from within. Hey everyone, you're engaging a fight as a team. Who's the leader?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? You were cutting
Rhiannon,
out.
I love you very much. Is it okay if you don't play for about 15 minutes?
Honey, I'm sorry. You're gonna
Okay,
have to
thank you.
repeat what you said for me because you were cutting out like a
He
sauna.
said you're engaging a dangerous threat or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Cool, good, great.
Also, hi everyone.
So
I'm back.
who's the leader?
I'd say Seth is the leader from my
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah. Get it, get it.
The kid who's like
Get
out of
it,
control
girl.
right now.
Huh?
You're kind of the best person to fight this since apparently
Yeah, I
it
mean,
doesn't
Yeah,
like
apparently.
you are the antithesis.
You are the
Alright.
This is fine.
antithesis. That's how you say it. It's antithesis.
Do you have influence over everyone on the team?
I do now.
Hey!
Yeah,
Seth, does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
Purpose, huh?
What is he doing?
What the fuck are we doing? I guess obviously, keep Titus and Kesso safe and rescue. Rescue.
Yeah, I don't think you guys know I'm there though.
I mean, yeah, but that's what we were trying to do anyways. I guess.
True. He knows that you came this direction.
Yeah.
So
I want
I'll
to
consider
save
Steve plus
people.
one. I'll say plus one team to that. I'll be nice. Does anyone mistrust the leader of the team? I'm gonna say no. And is your ill prepared or off balance? I'll say yes. So
Yeah,
I would say
that
please
sounds about
add
right.
please add four, almost or 3 teams to the pool, please.
Oh,
Yeah, anti.
But I can't do it, so Anna would do it, so it's fine.
well,
It is
Annie's
done
not at her
for
computer
sure.
either. Oh wait, she's back!
Yeah,
Yay!
good
Yay.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How was
All
I
right.
supposed to know you were still
Let's
sleeping?
start with the outside, just in case, like Rescue's like, no, I'm not having this shit. So we're gonna start from the outside.
Bitch!
We're gonna start from the outside, and the tendrils are breaking apart and running through the floor. Montreal is collapsing around you. Buildings are breaking down.
Oh my god.
Tendrils are rising up. You're surrounded by this horrificness. Seth, what do you do?
Rise, gamers.
Okay, well, yeah, if my powers want to go crazy and fuck this shit up, fine, that shit looks evil, let's go.
Directly engage.
This is gonna go well. Oh, hey!
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
It's a 10.
That was a 2.
All right.
That
Pick
was
2 from the list, please. Seth, this is not considered to be on the scale of higher than you, so you can, in fact, pick what's called avoid their blows, even though it's attacking everywhere.
Yeah, I'd really like to avoid their blows.
Probably
And,
best.
fuck. Okay, I don't know rescues in there, so I can't take rescue, even though I'd love to.
My
I
hero.
don't know if you can. Well,
My coconut night.
I'll say create an opportunity either for Rekken to do a thing or for Titus and Kesso to get to safety, or I mean
I think
Titus
that's
can
fine.
fight, but
Titus is gonna
he's
fight,
injured and
but we
shit.
can play to put Castle in safety, so Castle's not in danger.
Yeah.
Please.
So what could we say? Maybe like describe how you fight them back, how you fight the tendrils.
Oh Jesus! Well, if it's the ice, then I assume that it's just like a fucking wave. Oh, where's my Todoroki gif? Halo's not here to post it for me. But yeah, I imagine it's just like an explosion of just like ice shit that he's been like trying to keep in check because what the fuck?
All right. So your body so can we say like you're the epicenter and it flows off you in one direction, but it becomes massive underwater as the waters freeze around and crystallize as it moves about? Or would you like it so the water crystallizes and then freezes? So it's not like a rising freeze, just insta freezes the water around you, around the tendrils, which, with the blackness running around the tendrils, they seethe and burn and wither and kind of snap away around you. All the while, it's enough for Titus to like lift up Kessel down somewhere. Go, Kessel, watch yourself. And he swims up next to you, and he stands next to you. He goes, "The heck was that?"
Wait, he's right up to me?
Yeah, he swam to you because he's standing next to you to help you out.
Oh, Kesso?
Not Kessel, Titus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, thank God.
I was
My bad, sorry, that was me.
I was like,
Yeah, Titus
Just like-
swims up next to you.
yeah, he's just like, I don't know, but it's working.
He looks around and goes, "Well, let's find it from the surface. Cover me." And then he swims towards it. As he swims towards it, you see him like sing a song, and pieces of like a trident form from the broken parts of like Montreal buildings. And now he's holding this, like he's got this giant floating trident above him, and he's using that to fight. And he's controlling it from afar, and he's swinging it around and from the broken parts, just swinging it around and keeping it away. If you wish to use a team, Titus always gives you a +1. Rekken, what are you doing?
I would like to
Since
roll
you're
for
back.
burn.
Do it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do it, Kira. I believe in you.
Yeah,
You
just
can
roll.
slay, mama.
Sorry, my mom is ordering food, so I have to stay muted partially.
Anyway, so she's got 3 burn.
Yes, Hunty, work it. Slay.
I would like to reality storm. Yeah, I'd like to reality storm.
With 1 or 2.
2.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. What does that do?
Where is it? I keep scrolling up and down. You channel
It
destructive.
destroys the opposition with with absolutely
it's
no
a directly
repercussion.
engaged with freak ecstatic.
Instead of danger.
Gotcha. All
If
right,
you-
roll it.
Everything
unwanted
fine.
collateral damage unless you spend another burn, which I'm doing.
Okay, no problem.
Oh god. I think it might apply hopeless to it. It might.
No. Well, I
You
mean,
do not.
just like it shouldn't.
Oh,
So
it
just
shouldn't.
count.
So
Oh
it's
no.
a 5 anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a 6, and it could be upgraded to 7 with the team.
I say if it's a 5, we have enough team that 2 people could bump it up.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
We've got
Titus
Titus
and
and Seth. Yeah.
And rescue.
I can't boost my own powers, can I?
No, you can't. You strong powers.
Alright.
Oh my god.
You'd
Do
have to
it.
use one selfishly, because there's
No.
only...
But then you
No,
wouldn't
it's,
be
it's
able.
a 5 cat. So
It's
she
a
wouldn't
5.
It's a 5
Oh.
because it applies if it applied hopeless.
hopeless,
to
and it shouldn't because you don't have afraid marked.
I don't. That's the one condition I
nice.
don't have marked.
Yeah.
Excellent. So only you and Titus
But-
need to help cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sure. And what are
Yeah,
you... What were
Titus is
you...
helping by creating that giant trident from the broken parts of Montreal. So he's swinging that in to help. How are you helping, Seth?
If it helps.
You're just attacking?
Yeah, I'm like channeling this like huge like set of shards that are typically triangles and just polygon triangles everywhere, but this time it's all like swirly.
Oh,
pattern.
sure. Since ice seems to be super effective, I'll just coat your triangles in ice.
It's like a
Oh my
nuke,
god,
basically.
is it a rock type? Are you guys fighting a rock type right now?
It's electric and ice type.
Electric ice type. All right. Yeah. So you slam into it. Inside, you see the horror terror inside scream, and its form changes again. This time, it bends itself back, and a new one forms from its legs, rising up, and it grabs its face and it rips off its skin to reveal another white light beneath it. Perfectly formed, of course. And it's screaming in fear and horrible and dread, and it's coming for you, Rescue. What'd you do?
Well, if it's a fist fight this bitch wants, it's a fist fight this bitch gon' get.
Yes.
All right. Would you like to directly engage?
Sure. I am also.
Oh, I never picked something. I create an opportunity for my allies.
Oh yeah, sure, I forgot about that.
I've created
Open it for
an
allies?
Yeah.
I would say this means that it doesn't attack Rescue directly, and Rescue, you get a free shot at it pretty much. It will not, what's called, reflect. It will not trade blows with you, so you get a free hit.
Good. I'm going to beat its face with my meat fists.
You're like actually fucking punch it. You're like,
yeah, I'm just gonna
magic.
punch it. Seth is worried about me.
It appears that my internet
To
went out.
to use savior instead of danger.
Do it.
I'm pissed, bitch, and now I get to clear angry.
Nice.
Nice. It's an 8.
All right, pick one from the list. Remember, it doesn't hit you, so you don't need to avoid its blows.
Can I take something from them?
What would you like to take?
I would like to take their leg because I'm gonna break it.
Okay, that's fine.
Fisticuffs.
You rip its leg off, and you see it scream as it hits the ground, and more versions of white light start to rise from it. The walls are no longer that lovely little like home that you remember. This time, it's a broken mess of screaming faces and teeth and like parts of the human body all reaching out to grab you. I told you we're going full horror on horrors today, boys.
Oh no, I'm not going because of the horror. I'm going because hell yeah, I love this.
It is reaching out to grab you, its horrificness, and it's twisting inside. But of course, this is only temporary. It's soon going to gain control enough to try and crush you while you're in there, if you're not careful.
I like
what
it
would you
to
rest-
try.
Oh, baby. Oh, actually, tell you what. Why don't I just hard move that right now? It's inside. After it starts to break form, the black faces start to squeeze down around you, Rescue. They start to squeeze further and further and further. You're running out of space as they attempt to crush you from within. What do you do?
Cool. I've got another move for this.
Ooh, is it unstoppable?
There when it
It
matters.
is unstoppable.
Do it.
Okay, because it's unstoppable. Hopefully it doesn't apply my afraid.
I don't apply your afraid,
from
no.
the move itself, it won't. No.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
play afraid, so you're good.
I'm gonna untick afraid just in case.
No problem.
But yeah, I'd like to. Hell yeah, bitch!
Hell yeah!
Heck yeah.
Yeah, pick from the list.
Okay, so on a hit, the world breaks before you, and you get what you want. That's all it says.
All right.
So I guess as this bastard is trying to, I'm no stranger to being constrained.
Okay.
Listen, I'm trying to bring some humor to this horror fest. So as he's kind of trying to do that, and he's writhing in pain right down there, I'm going to take that as an opportunity to use some of my weaker magic, which is just kind of like my reserve, to like Sakura punch through the wall and just break it open.
Nice.
And I'm going to turn back, do like a 2-finger salute, and say later, bitch.
Later, bitch. You break out of the ice and you land next to Titus, who sees you, looks at you, looks angry, but softens up. And then he like floats down to join you as you rise up onto your feet. As you rise on your feet, Seth, riding an ice wave of awesomeness after just helping Rekken, moves on to join you as well. And he also stands there looking up. And at the same time, Rekken floats above you, holding the light around the bay. All 5 of you stand in a line. Of course, the road goes up. What's called Montreal City of Lies, Episode 3. Yeah, that's how we roll, boys. Credits near the end of the game. That's how we fucking roll.
Are you what?
Yeah, like you're like together. Everyone's together.
Like,
Oh, okay. I thought you said, okay, guys, that's the end of the session. And I was
no,
like,
he said
I'm sorry,
credits near the end
ecstatic.
of the
I'm
game.
going. I was about to punch you.
Oh, these
I'm
are the
like,
opening
ecstatic.
credits?
Yeah. That was a cold open.
Oh, okay. 2/3 through the session.
Yeah, we don't mess about.
Thank you
We're
for
going to
editing
Katara, you
that.
guys.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that gif a lot. Visual Static. It is the Avengers gif where it's like the camera's like going around them as they're all like lined up in a circle back to back.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I was hoping we all did JoJo poses, but I guess.
Oh, we definitely have JoJo poses.
So with all of you together, Titus goes. Do you think you can take it?
Well, it's a horror terror, so it's going to be tough. But you know, I've had tougher.
All right.
Looks at Titus, winks.
Titus looks and goes, "I'm married." Well, it was.
Oh no, I'm not trying to flirt with you. I'm trying to give you a compliment, saying that you're tougher than this. But you know, I guess.
Really? Oh, sorry, I wasn't quite sure. Last time you spoke to me, you punched me in the face, and I'm not quite sure what you meant in this case.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't realize you aren't that bad.
Oh, thank you.
If Seth trusts you, I trust you, because Seth is usually a good judge of character. Maybe we should have this discussion when we're not fighting for our lives?
I might be wise. Everyone clear one condition.
Hell yeah, no more afraid, bitches. I am condition free. Ah!
Titus is holding his giant trident. He stamps into the ground and goes, do you have a phrase for when you go into battle? Like, I don't know, like League of Heroes Assemble or something?
Well, we're not League of Heroes, we're big team.
Punch him in the kick butt.
What was our team motto again, Rekken? That you told us it was?
I can't show you the last word because my mom is in the room right now, but it's punch him in the I think we replaced one of them with kick butt. And then the last one was get wet.
Don't do it.
Eat ass.
No, we changed it to kick butt.
Oh wait, you changed it? You changed it from why would you want to...
Titus goes, oh, never mind, and he charges. Alright, who wants to go next? Oh, sorry, let's pause right there and let's do Rhiannon. Because it's a good time to pause for it. Rhiannon, it's the day of the ceremony.
I'm afraid.
Tremors have been running around for a few days throughout the area. And Narcissus has been telling you that it seems to be that the Abyss is really fighting back against you, and you don't really know why, or how, or what is doing this. But he asked you if you would very much like to spend the night before the ceremony, basically addressing the people. If you would like to give him a speech.
Oh my god.
Wow.
He goes, I think this could be really good for you, and the people of Montreal would really like to hear your words. Because although they trust me, they have yet to fully embrace you as one of us. Please, I feel you can do this. This is something you were born for.
If you think it would help, try.
Yes, I think it'll help far more than you think.
Then I'll do it. Will you be there with me?
Of course. I will never leave your side again. Alright, the crowd floats outside the doors of the castle. You stand on the giant balcony, like the queen, addressing your subjects.
Oh, don't say that.
And you go, what? Slay! And you say what you need to say. So let's hear it.
Oh, Jason prepare a speech. I'm sorry. I have legit stage fright right now, you guys. They're fake people and it's terrifying.
Poor Rhiannon.
Just imagine Rescue is there saying, yes, Rhiannon, you look so good. Barka. Death drops.
Is that arguably worse?
No, it's clearly better because it's a friend cheering on their friend. Rise up, gamers.
People of
That's
Montreal. I'm going. Stop. It's an honor for me to finally speak to you all. I know you've heard many things in the past, and now you've heard many more things, and I understand it may be difficult to know what to believe. So I'm hoping to be able to put that at rest for you. Much of this is perhaps much of this is my fault, but it was never my intention, and with the ceremony that's planned, I intend to be able to fix it. I want all of you to be safe and happy and have have the world at your fingertips. I want the same for the surface world, and because in the end, are we really so different? We all live, we all love, we all enjoy food and music and dancing and just everything that these worlds have to offer. And so I hope that you will stand with me in spirit in making our world better, making them safe again.
The world is quiet for a second, and everyone's still. And then you hear Queen, Rhiannon, Queen,
Please
Rhiannon,
don't.
Queen, Rhiannon,
Oh my
Queen, Rhiannon, Queen, Rhiannon, Queen, Rhiannon, Queen, Rhiannon. Oh, yeah, fly! Or whatever they say.
Oh
Yes,
god.
everyone knows that
It's one of them. It's just
everyone knows that's
cheering
exactly
you on.
what the Aquiloians do.
Haven't you been talking? They're all about slaying. It's great. They're like cheering you on. The crowd is screaming. Narcissus looks you in the eyes and smiles, and for the first time ever, you actually feel like everything is going to be okay. Remove your final condition, please.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
Ecstatic, I'm going to murder you if this ends up being exactly what I think it is.
Meanwhile, back in the fight.
Okay.
Right, who's going first? You've got a tentacle monster. It's like, come at me, bro.
Alright, so, I'm trying not to use my powers too much right now. So, can one of you maybe, I don't know, take the lead here? Seems like whatever I do is probably gonna make things worse. What's new?
Sure, yeah. Okay, I'll go first.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was said all in character, by the way.
Oh my god!
I figured.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't think Seth says anything, he just goes.
Alright, Seth. What are you doing?
I wanna smack it. I wanna, like...
I'm gonna, like, create a bunch of, like, ice spears, like that anime mood, and then just, like, send them all forward.
I love them. Directly engage. You are the only person that can actually hit without it like basically ignoring the damage. So yeah, you get to trade on a normal level. So go for it. Roll.
It's a 9.
Nice, not bad.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's a 10. It's a 10.
Yeah.
Pick one from the wrist. Pick one.
Oh,
do you want to use a team?
Titus can help me without using
Yeah.
a team, right?
No, it does use the team.
It does use team.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
I will...
Fuck. Oh god, I really don't want to get hit. Okay, I will resist their blows.
All right, you resist the blows and you slam the spears into them. You see the bubble is forming into people, multiple people with multiple faces reaching out to grab onto the spears to stop them, pull them out, and chuck them on the floor. As they do this, the sky is turning a darker shade of blue, almost moving onto black. And you can feel the light being sucked out, starting to lose energy around you. Who wants to go next?
Use my last burn to create a similar trident to Titus, but like it's got all sorts of like choppy sharp ends to cut the horror terrors.
Yeah, do it. Direct engage.
Yeah.
Is that not direct engage?
Yeah, I'm using my burn to create a construct.
Oh, cool. In that case, I will continue to be on the same scale, so you can pick to avoid your blows.
Alright.
Because you've spent a burn to create a construct, so I'd say that makes sense.
Yeah, just to have, a lovely little weapon.
Go for it. Roll. Come on, 5.
That's an 8.
Close enough. Pick one for the list, please.
Oh gosh, what can I take
Static
from
just
them?
sounds so happy for us.
It's 8 o'clock.
You can take the control over the form.
Ooh.
You can take the control over Montreal. You can take.
I knew it.
I mean, don't pick that. It's a really bad idea.
No.
I swear. No, trust me, a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Honestly.
I will moment of truth your plot pitch. Don't test me.
You can take the control over the buildings that are collapsing around you, basically leveling Montreal. You can take control. You can take control over the waters that you're breathing right now. You can take control over the bubbles of people around them. There's so many things. What would you like?
Well, in that case then, never prioritize the defeat of a foe over the safety of innocence, so I'm gonna take the people in the bubbles away and out. But,
All right, you...
Stabby.
Yeah, if the bubbles that he shattered some were still up, but they start to release, and the people start to move back, and he can't maintain control over them, so now they're just floating people, Aquiloians, shifted between human and Aquiloian, human Aquiloian. And who wants to go next?
Well,
you've gone? It looks like she rescued.
Oh god. Well, it looks like those people are safe now, and this fucker is there. So, I'm just gonna try to see if I can restrain some of the tendrils, actually. I just want to see if I could... I don't want to use my magic because now I'm scared. You know what? No, fuck it. I'm not giving you what you want, bitch. Actually, no, wait. This may be giving you what you want anyways. You know what? It doesn't matter. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can put a stasis around these tendrils and see if I can at least stop them from writhing a little bit, so that way Seth could go in and punch it in the epicenter.
That sounds like you were using your powers in precision, doesn't it?
It sure do.
Do it.
Alright, cool. That is my adult move, y'all. Wield powers.
I thought you rolled a 4 at first.
Hey, remember, if you have hopeless, it doesn't apply to this.
I don't have anything. Okay, that's a 9.
Okay.
That's a 9.
It's actually a 15.
Right.
And it seems like I was trying to neutralize the threat for now.
Yeah. Do anything that happens? Just pick one and that's it.
On a 7 to 9, yeah, I just pick one. If it's a 10 plus,
All right, yeah. You push the tendrils down, so they're no longer reaching up to grab the buildings and throw them at you all. So they're being held down by you. But as you use your powers in a really strange way, you can feel the sky turning even blacker. But everything's fine. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that's concerning. I said I wasn't going to use my power. Sorry, Seth.
Seth, looks like you have the final blow. It's looking weaker and torn down and pushed down, so what do you do?
Can I just, freeze it over so it's solid and then just, punch it so it shatters?
Do it! Directly engage! And as you do that, rescue.
pretend.
Yeah.
Rescue.
Hi.
This is the first time you've noticed Seth's powers being used. As his powers move on the horror terrors, something that is pretty much deep realm, the deep realm seems to be resisting it, like physically disgusted by it and being pushed away. As you study his powers, it looks like whatever Seth generates, the power that generates, it's not just normal ice. There's something within it that is literally pushing away Benzins from the spirit world.
What the hell?
And that is not something you understand or know or you even thought possible.
Yeah.
It's wrong in every shape of the world, and you're pretty certain no spirit creature could create something like that. But who knows what the powers of man can do? What'd you
Gee,
pick,
thanks.
Seth?
After that ominous. Let's see.
I'll resist or avoid their blows, and
I guess take away their it being a threat, I guess. Or
That's not
Take
whatever.
away
It's not a
its
choice.
life.
What do you think? It's life? No.
Oh my god. Do horror terrorists live? I don't.
I would say you take away its control over. How about we take away its control over Montreal? Over itself. Actually, let's take away its control over itself. How's that?
Okay.
Um,
That sounds less frightening.
that sounds. Sure, I guess.
Good.
Oh no.
Oh god.
So.
You unleash your powers and you freeze it up and then you punch it and then it shatters horrifically. And as it shatters, you can see lying on the floor, crushed up, is the final form of white light. And as it looks up towards you, it starts to melt into the ground, into this weird black ichor. And as you all relax and come back to it, it starts to laugh.
Stage 2?
As it laughs at you, it smiles and it goes, I suppose you've beaten me. I no longer need to feel. I no longer need to think. I just need to be.
What? That doesn't sound like the horror terrors I know. The terrors I know are. Go on.
After you finish. Finish after you.
Okay. I was just gonna say the terrors that I know are always cocky and don't want to. They don't give up like this. They're relentless. Something's not right.
Around you, you feel the ground start to shake. The skies itself start to turn black, and then you see it rising from the floor and around you, and along the wall, well, basically the walls of Montreal and the buildings itself all start to turn black. As you see, and basically, I'll give you because you know this rescue. You see the horror terrors turn slowly from a being of divineness into just a deep realm resource. The whole of Montreal Below is turning into a battery, and you are right in the middle of it before it turns on.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
There are
So-
people floating in the water who all need rescuing, and then you need to find a place to go, and you need to find a place to go now.
We gotta get out of here. This entire place is not safe, but where do we go?
Titus looks around. Kessel comes next to him. He looks at his people all floating about him, and then he looks up, and then he looks at you, and then he generally doesn't know what to do. And Kessel's like, "Are we gonna die, Daddy?" And Titus looks at him and goes, "No, he won't. Big Team will save us. Right, Big Team?"
I'm not gonna lie, Ecstatic, you literally just sent shivers down my spine.
Thank you.
I guess Rescue will just kind of sigh and say, well, I would like for us to find Gaius first, but it doesn't look like we have time, so I'll just have to get a... Do you have anything of his? Anyone?
Everyone looks like no one is carrying like Gaius's like high-fi shoes.
Fuck, I don't think we have anything.
Yeah, and you are out of
Alright.
time. This is happening now.
Wait,
Well,
you still have the necklace, and the necklace has his blood on it.
Oh, that's right!
That's a
this
good
is
point. You're
true.
right.
I hear Rhiannon's voice say, "You have to use it." I hear Rhiannon's face appears in the sky and just mouths, "Use the necklace."
Oh my god.
And well, Rescue will just kind of sigh, like kind of massage his shoulder a little bit, looking away, very hashtag anime desu,
Mhm.
and just say, well, I'll try something, but no promises. And I guess this is as perfect a time as any to moment of truth.
Oh. What? Okay, before you moment of truth, there are a few things I need to do first. One, Rhiannon,
Hmm?
it is time for the ceremony. You come through wearing the beautiful, elegant Montrealian dress,
Come through,
and you
mama.
come up towards the throne room. The king is sitting there, large, quiet, imposing, and standing next to them, wearing this beautiful white toga, toga, is Narcissus, and he stares at you with a smile. And as he does, he gestures up. And as he gestures up, everyone in Montreal start to sing the song. And slowly from beneath you, water rises up from the ground, slowly covering all of you in water, submerging the whole of Montreal above. The place shakes a bit for a second, and you're not quite sure what that's about or why and how that works. But as the waters come all the way up, you start to float. And then he floats up towards you and he gestures to take your hand. And then he speaks and goes, "It's time. Together shall we sing the song?"
Like she takes his hand and like gives a little squeeze and just says, "Yes."
He looks towards you and he smiles. And he opens up his voice and he looks towards you actually. No. He looks towards you and goes, "What shall we sing?"
Ecstatic, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like she doesn't know what songs he knows. I don't know what, like, do you just literally want me to say any song?
Any song would do.
Okay, did you ever listen to the playlist?
Yes, I did.
I feel like the Come What May is like a very hopeful sounding song.
I think
And
that's fair.
because it's like, I don't know very many duets, honestly.
I think that's perfectly fine. So you begin come what may, and you go into the stanza, and then he joins you gently. And as you sing, you see energy start to rise around the two of you, and you feel this power start to leash in, and you stare towards him. He's looking at you, his eyes are wide, he's watching the music leave both of you and join together in what's going beautiful harmony around in a circle. His choker that you gave him beautifully laid up upon his neck,
Well, he
and
said he
he
doesn't have it though.
continues to his choker that you gave him beautifully
What?
hanging on his neck,
Oh my
and he
god.
starts to sing constantly. What do you do?
I mean, I guess like she's still singing and just smiling at him, and I think like she takes his other hand and she just tries to pour her heart into it because that's what it's not like. It's all about like connection and being on the same wavelength and stuff, right? Isn't that?
You've sung a song with Narcissus before. This isn't right. The song doesn't feel the same. He normally harmonizes with you and basically takes over all the hard parts. That you think a decent singer, but you're nothing compared to Narcissus. But now he's just balancing. He's not keeping up with you. He's just background singing, letting you do all the work and just joining in. It's not what you remember. You stare once again at the choker on his neck. It's so. When did you give that to him again?
I guess she's confused at seeing it there.
Around you, the light from the abyss is growing larger, and as you continue to sing and are still in mid-song, you turn your head towards the tree outside, looking at it, and you see the tree outside of Montreal beginning to wither.
Oh boy. Ecstatic.
What?
Ecstatic. I'm gonna moment of truth your fucking plot.
I guess she tries to like get his attention and like
his grip on you is tighter, and he holds onto it and he goes, "It won't be long now. Keep singing." And he continues to now he's forcibly getting the song out of you, and it's coming out, and you feel your powers are heightening. Meanwhile, down below, moment of truth time. What do you do?
Rescue, like I said, takes a deep breath. He just kind of gets down on one knee, puts down his hands, and Rescue starts to sing. I'm playing the song, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Background music.
Ooh.
As he sings, his magic kind of spreads out from his hands. Everything starts to kind of develop this bluish light, and these particles kind of fly up from them. The sky starts to look like it's littered with nothing but fireflies. And as he sings, he kind of grips onto the necklace that Rhiannon made, covered in Gaius's blood and made with Rhiannon's heart, for the one that he could only assume she loves. And he focuses on them. He focuses on himself, everyone around him. And as he opens his eyes emit the exact same glow as his magic does. And he starts to kind of shift reality, shift everything in order to take himself, everyone around him, and everyone he cares about, Rhiannon, Narcissus, Gaius, Seth, Rekken, everyone. He takes them back to the city of Montreal.
Your song starts to radiate around the whole of Montreal Below. As the black ichor starts to rise, a harmony is joined in with you. A voice is singing along the side of you, and you can hear it joining in, only it's increasing in harmony and stretching up. Although he doesn't realize he's doing it, it's one of the skills that he has with the sonata song that he's always kept it in him. And as you look up and watch everyone start to rise, a figure appears amongst the people that were captured, and you see Narcissus joining in song with you. He looks dreary and exhausted, but even through his song, even not on purpose, he still manages to keep you going strong and safe through the barrier that is the abyss. And ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to end today's session.
You bitch!
No! Oh my god!
Static, no!
First things first, don't worry, there's end credits, everyone. There's end credits. So first up, Annie, closer to yourself, away from the team, or towards the team?
Closer to Seth.
Aww.
Oh.
Seth, you got left shift labels.
Oh right, fuck.
Ecstatic, I'm gonna kill you.
Let's see.
Gotta slap him
I'm in
silly.
so much pain.
I'm in so much pain too.
Astonishment. I didn't kidnap a child this time, if it helps.
Right.
You did good. You did good. It's okay.
I'm gonna shift your danger up and your mundane down.
Alright.
Hey.
Hey, my danger is finally not a 0 or a negative for the first time in like 2 months.
I'm so proud of you. All right, Rhiannon.
I'm gonna kill you.
There really aren't any good options.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, she wasn't around, or, like, she had no real good way to grow closer to the team. She didn't really grow away from the team, and
You grew into an image. You literally were like, I'm going to save Montreal.
Yeah, but, like, I'm gonna, like, all that will give, like, my savior is already at max.
That's also fine. You go, I want to save you up, but I can't, and that's it.
But it's like, would I put... I mean, yeah, it's like the only one that makes sense to go up, but also you're terrible.
Thank you. I try. Next up is your boy Rescue.
Seth was really worried about me.
Oh.
And I thought that was very nice and very cute. So I grew closer to Seth.
Oh. Oh fuck. I have to shift. Okay.
Patty LaBelle.
Where do I get all the hard questions? I will shift Savior up and
mundane down.
well, this is the
Savior
same shit.
up, mundane down.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cool.
And finally, wait, that's everyone, right? Seth's left. That's it.
Hi.
Seth.
I'm gonna grow into my own image and I'm going to shift fuck. Well god, wait, hold on, my saver's already 3. Mistakes have been made. Fuck, I'm gonna shift Freak up, Emma Dane down.
We're all
And
pain.
credits.
I don't get the clear condition, right?
No,
yeah,
you
that's it. Sorry, love.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so as you have to go.
No, I'm not saying I have to go. I'm saying fuck. I have to mark potential.
Okay.
Mood.
Or condition.
Okay, so once again the screen goes down and then it goes trailer, Montreal, City of Grace. Play, yes or no?
Yes.
Play.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
You already know this, ecstatic.
It cuts to the center of the throne room. Rhiannon, the ceremony seems to have ended, but everyone seems to have disappeared, except for Narcissus. This music that was coming from you has racked you and you feel exhausted as you float in the air. Basically just floating as you are, pausing for a moment. Narcissus lets go of you. Just as to the side of you, appearing through the abyss, almost by force, appears Rescue, Rescue, Seth, Titus, Kessel, a whole bunch of unconscious people, Rekken, and Narcissus.
What about Gaius, you bitch?
Narcissus, the one that was with you, turns towards them and smiles. And as they smile, the illusion, the glamour that had been placed on them starts to disappear. And as they sink down towards their level, you see that their coating is in fact yellow.
I'm gonna kill
And they are
you.
wearing
Oh,
hardcore like shoulder pads as they land upon the ground. And for the first time ever, you actually see standing in front of the image of the king is Gaius. And he smiles. Thank you very much for playing the game for everyone today.
I am
hope
going
you
to
had a really
kill
good
you.
time.
I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill you.
I'm really sorry, but I have dropped clues for this literally every episode. If you did not see it, that's your problem.
No,
Yeah,
like
that's
it was a suspicion, but I didn't want it to be true.
I didn't want this to be what happened. I was like, you know what? No, he's not going to betray us. No, he's not going to. What? No, he wouldn't betray me.
It's also why he had the collar on, because he didn't know you hadn't given to her yet. That's why I was very much, you've not given him the collar. He's wearing the collar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh,
Also,
Darcy's like, that's what Pierce the Mask for exists.
Pierce the Mask only makes sense if your character would act like
If your
she
son
trusted him. Trusted Narcissus, like she hasn't actually had that much interaction with guys previously.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
kill you. I'm gonna
Also,
kill
Rescue, you totally got honey potted.
I did get honey potted. I hate this. I
By-
hate everything.
by
And you know
someone
what?
who's literally the color of honey.
Wow.
And you know
I was
Rescue
like,
is gonna be pissed.
please, Rescue, find a way to go to the abyss to arrive next to Rhiannon and Gaius. It's what I need. I need that for the ending. Please.
Well, you got it.
Like, yes!
You got
Okay,
it.
so-
And you know, as soon as Rescue sees that, he's not gonna say a thing. He is just going to full-blown charge and axe kick him across the head.
I love it. That's gonna be
hell
great.
yeah.
I am not even done on the reveals yet. Just wait and see. I've got a few more to go.
Ecstatic?
I've got like 4 more reveals to do. So brace yourselves.
One for each of us.
Ecstatic?
Yes.
I love you. You know
Thank
this,
you.
right?
I know.
You know that I love you.
Yep.
However,
Oh no, there it is.
I am going to fly to wherever the fuck you are.
Where
And
is
I
it?
am going to absolutely murder you.
Where is it that there when it matters?
Are you gonna dare when it matters me?
I'm gonna there when it matters you. And when it matters is when I want to beat the shit out of you.
I'll take it. So, alright everyone, stars and wishes, let's go.
Oh, let me stop recording. Okay, goodbye everyone.
Yeah, so we're gonna. Bye.